evening. Let's get to it. Good evening, and welcome to the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Listen, y'all know what today is. It's our anniversary. Listen, you got my co-host in the building this evening. The one and only Thunderlung Ray Jane is here with us tonight, y'all. It is going down. You know what it is. Like I said, the legendary Nuyorican Poets Cafe, baby, 157 episodes. It is our third anniversary. Let's get into this. You know how we do this, y'all. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you'd like to follow us on in the Zoom, the number's on your screen, 279-995-364. Completely different world inside the Zoom. Ray, please tell these folks why we do this.
Your greetings to the family. You know how we do up in here. We are so glad to see you, and welcome back to our part 2 of our 3-year anniversary celebration. You already know what it is. My name is Ray Jane. That's ITSRAYJANE. For the folks that don't know, I'm your host for the Thursday Night Online Open Mic, and we made magic last Thursday, and we're gonna make some more magic with y'all right now. So go to the next slide, Elemental. What we got going for the people? You feel me? Oh, you know what it is. This is a free space, guys, and the only way that we are allowed to do this for free 99 without the 99, right, is to have sponsors. So we're going to take a second and just give a shout out to those folks who are helping us do this every week, in and out, Mondays, Thursdays, for you guys. National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, the Amazon Literary Partnership, and the New York Community Trust. Shout out to y'all and thank you. Now, if you would like to add your name to that list with a tax-deductible donation, you can go to the nuyorican.org/contribute, or, you know, we up with the times now, y'all. We are up with the times. Okay, so we on the Cash Apps. So $, Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Every dollar goes to making spaces like this that are special because you show up. So if you can give a little dollar, if you got 5 on it, go ahead. Throw it on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're saying.
Hey, it really does make a difference, straight up, right? Listen, every dollar does count. Every dollar goes into making sure that this space is open for the greatest community in the world, truly. Make sure you are following the tech of the, listen, you know this cat, RMT. If you're not down with RMT by now, damn it, you should be. You know where you can find me. Make sure you are plugging in with the Queen Thunder Lung, all right? Again, it's going down, y'all. Listen, we, like she mentioned, we did make magic on Thursday, and we are here to make sure it is crack-a-lating again this evening. We are here for the 3rd anniversary, y'all. Tell them, Ray.
Oh, did you know? It's been 3 years, right? So this thing started in the pandemic, 2020 of April. The now executive director, who is also the original host of the very first online open mic, that would be La Bruja, right? Caridad de la Luz. She was the originator of this thing. And then it extended out to Mondays. And the first host of the Monday night online open mic is Advocate of Words. And those are our OGs. Those are our ancestors. Those are our baton passers. We are only here because of them. So if you think we're doing a good job, then you are applauding them at the same time that you applaud us. And we find it such a blessing to be here and stepping into their shoes. So we're giving them the absolute highest of our praises. And we invite you to do the same. 2 minutes of mayhem is what we are inviting you to do. So you got 2 minutes, please, please, please keep it to 2 minutes so we can get as many people on here as possible. All right, Elemental, tell them what up. Tell them what's next.
Oh, listen. As she mentioned, right, we are here because of some folks, some very dedicated folks, some very just folks that really breathe this game, that really loved and really breathe light into what we do. So we would be remiss if we didn't mention the folks who came before us, right? We are now baton carriers because someone passed it to us. So this is why we are here celebrating this way, right? So real quick, for next week, it's coming at y'all, and we're gonna keep it in the same theme, right? We were here because someone helped us to get here, right? So tell me about the importance of mentorship, right? And the patience of learning. Anyone who has some sort of degree in anything or any type of certification, you know it takes time, right? You have to be patient. You have to trust the process. That is what we're going to deal with next week. All right, plug in. All right, we got to deal with some rules so we can hurry up and get into this poetry. All right, listen, yes, we got rules here, but let's get to it. Poets, turn your cameras on. All right, we're trying to get simulate a live open mic as much as possible. All right. We want to see the beautiful expressions that you deliver with your poetry. All right, turn your cameras on. Ray, tell them.
Have your poem ready, folks. Okay, we only got 2 minutes left. Okay, so some of that time can be you know, I love y'all. Just hold on to bear with me. We will bear with you because we love you too. But please do have your joint ready so we can get into it. All right, what's next?
Absolutely. Listen, I know it says 3, all right, but we keep reiterating 2 minutes tonight. We got so many folks on the list, and we want to make sure everybody rocks, all right? Listen, I don't want to time cop anybody, but we will be shutting down this evening. So make sure if you want to get on, make sure you're respecting the poets that come behind you. All right, Ray, come on.
This is the bad word up in here. Okay, we do not do the censorship thing. We only got one rule. Don't get cute and don't get the boot. Okay, just be respectful. No hate speech. Know what it is. We only got 6 eyes between us. That's me, Elemental, and RMT if you're trying to do the math. All right, so that means that we can't see everything all the time. So please help us to keep this space safe. And if you see something you don't like that offends you, please feel free to send us either a private message to any one of us and we will handle it. Don't worry about it.
Absolutely. Please don't hesitate. Make sure you reach out and let us know. This is truly a call and response space. You will see this pop up on your screen after folks have opened their hearts and gave you a part of their true spirit. Make sure you let folks know that you're in the building and how it rung with your spirit, how it connected you to all this energy that we're creating this evening. Don't worry about the noise, baby. It's Monday night. You already know it's the rowdiest night of the week. You know what I mean? Come on. Ray, you know what the sign up thing is about.
Here, don't be afraid to holler, okay? Because we loud there. All right, so holla at us. All right. And if you see that you are not on the list and you're like, yo, this is dope. I want to come back here next Monday. I'm gonna take up space because it is your space to take up. Sunday night, right? Sign up is 24 hours ahead of time. So since we spit in on Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, that's when we signing up. What? Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You go to the Nuyorican.org full events calendar. Pick your Monday of choice. So you're going to do that Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, right? And then the plug is, this is the most important part, artists RSVP. If you choose the viewing ticket, you just got a free ticket to look at something for free that you was going to look at for free if you just showed up anyway. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get on the artist ticket, okay? Come through 24 hours ahead of time. Same rules on Thursday, okay?
24 hours ahead of time, y'all, for real. That was beautiful. You got something that you can do for free, right? Come on now, come through, folks. All right, tonight's list, y'all. You see all these beautiful names. Clearly, there's some color on here too, which indicates new voices. Listen, let me reiterate this as this is on the screen. This is not the order for the evening. You see your name on the list, that means you're on the guaranteed list. Everyone be prepared because we are coming at you randomly, all right? You won't hear numbers. We are coming at you randomly. Here are all my rowdy friends here on Monday night. Woo! Look at all these beautiful people. Look at all these beautiful poets back in the building celebrating with us, Ray. Oh my goodness, can you believe it?
Party. I'm already excited. Y'all put your hands in the air if y'all trying to get down. Y'all trying to party with us. Okay, there we go.
Come on. Come on. Listen, let us set it off this evening. If everyone is ready to get this starship underway, it is about that time. Coming up first, as only a fireman, fire for fireman can, the one and only Eddie Foreman is in the building. Come on, Eddie, unmute yourself, man. Let the folks know how they can find you, man. Let's do it. Set it off this evening. Eddie, come on.
Woo! Thank you, my brother, for knowing like words like thunder. If you want to know more about me, please feel free. Look in the chat to know where it's at. This is called Happy Anniversary. Happy anniversary. We've been going strong all day long. Happy anniversary. Thanks for making a place I belong. Happy anniversary. I'm so glad to spend time with you. Happy anniversary. Thank you for making me feel every color but blue. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the blissful joys in my life. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the light in my darkest night. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the uplifting memories. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the unique and deep stories. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the enthusiastic weekdays. Happy anniversary. Thank you for making the gray go away. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the near and dear support. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the worldly and thoughtful comfort. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the tremendous appreciations. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the short or inner vacations. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the unforgettable talent. Happy anniversary. Thank you for making the year so pleasant. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the incredible spotlight. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the love at this open mic. Happy anniversary. Thank you for my protestic and bombastic family. Happy anniversary. Thank you for the gifts of acceptance, togetherness, and poetry. Happy anniversary. Woo!
Yes, and come on with the enthusiasm. Y'all unmute yourselves and act like you ain't got no sense for Ed. Go ahead.
Woo.
Yeah, Eddie.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That was fun, Ed.
Starting off.
Happy
anniversary.
Eddie.
Loving
What a
you.
great way to start the evening. Thank you so much, Eddie. You are amazing. You're amazing.
I like that one. And that's how you do it, Eddie. For real. Listen, I told y'all we are underway, right? The starship is underway and we are in motion and we are going to keep it going just like that. Listen, I don't see them, but we'll make sure they are getting in the mix. All right. So coming up next is a poet, a newer poet in our community, but they continue to come and show all their love. They have shared their jewels with us and they continue to share their jewels of poetry with us. The one and only Marianne Teft is in the building this evening. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you. It's great to see you. Appreciate you rocking out with us. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Elemental. Thank you. Poet friends, nice to see you, Ray Jane. For For 2 minutes of mayhem tonight, I'm bringing a poem I guess is on theme. Since the last time we met, I happen to have 15 minutes of mayhem, and my poem is called Cataract. Sliced open by light, I plunge into my darkest fears. My feet, always cold, are clammy. I wonder if the surgeon can smell them. I say I am a poet and will talk if I cannot write. I tell him, Michael is here. My field of vision has become a spirit blue fractal plane. The archangel, and what do I know of them, has brought bougainvillea, fuchsia, and tangerine. Someone turns the kaleidoscope. I wait for the tinkling cataract of sand that resonated inside my childhood toy, but I hear only a metallic music, a faux Chet Baker. I wish the doctor had told me he was a jazz fan, like my obstetrician who bossa novaed my daughter Julia into the world with Stan and Astrid. And I remind myself to ask my dad if it was like this for him after they cut him down for dead from the swinging vine above the mill pond when he was 9, and no part of living or dying ever frightened him again. Thank you.
That was beautiful, Marianne. I'm so glad we got a chance to hear you.
Thank
We
you
were like,
so much for having me, and thank you, Ron Mark, for saving a spot for me. I wasn't planning on coming because I had a small surgery indeed at the end of last week, and I thought I'd be resting, but who could resist a party? Thank you so much, everybody, for having me.
you are very welcome. Please unmute yourselves and get Marianne.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Marianne, as
Amazing.
always.
Hey,
Restful.
dopeness.
Fantastic.
Outstanding.
Amazing. I just wasn't expecting that. Wow.
Thank
Powerful.
you.
Let the
Thank
healing
you.
begin.
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, this is what we're here for. Please, Ron, Ray, jump in. Listen, this is what we're here for. All right. Thank you, Marianne, for joining us this evening. Of course, we're going to make space for you. We're going to make space for as many of our community members as we can to celebrate with us this evening. And listen, there are some mainstays in here, y'all. I don't know if y'all ready, right? But y'all gonna find out why I call these folks the rowdiest night of my rowdy friends this evening. You're gonna find out very soon. All right. So coming up next is one of our mainstays of Guitar Thursdays, right? This gentleman, a West Coast resident. Tell him, Ray. Tell him.
Absolutely, California, yay, in the building, always holding it down with either something original or just a beautiful cover. He gives us a reason to sway on Thursdays, and I'm sure he's just going to do the very same for you. Look at him smiling with that cool hat on. Bill Elkins, please unmute yourself and welcome back, brother.
Well, I know you're talking about me now, Ray Jane, with the sway word. Yeah, okay. All right, hi everybody. I'd like to do an original entitled Maria Goretti, Maria Virginie for Mary. That's my sister, who's a poet in the Milwaukee area, a year and a half younger than I am, so we're pretty close. I hope you like it. Introspective poet, folk dancer, my Flanders pony partner were survivors of a filial childhood blight. Lenny Cohen's verse and song enraptures and envelops you, instilling your poetic passion for life. Sail on, my dear sister, upon your crimson ocean of fire into the deep dark night, sail on, sail on, my Maria Goretti, my Maria Virgine, into a fresh morning filled with sunshine, blue sky and sun. Surrealistic meanderings in your voice and rhyme enthrall my pagan soul so fervently and so fine. You exude your sparkly effervescence to lift my spirits high whenever I utter an existential sigh. Sail on, my dear sister, upon your crimson ocean of fire into the deep dark night, sail on, sail on, my Maria Goretti, my Maria Virgine, into a fresh morning filled with jasmine, blue sky and sun. Oh, you so much loved your Voya. I know he was your man, the proverbial love of your life. You provide sanctuary for felines and hounds alike, and for family laden with personal strife. Sail on, my dear sister, upon your crimson ocean of fire into the deep dark night, sail on, sail on, my Maria Goretti, my Maria Virgine, into a fresh morning filled with jasmine, blue sky and sun. You brighten the lives of all you touch. I hope for you heaven exists, an apt reward for the kindly deed you've done. You give so much more than you take in this life, my compassionate and enigmatic one. Sail on, my dear sister, upon your crimson ocean of fire into the deep dark night, sail on, sail on, my Maria Goretti, my Maria Virgine, into a fresh morning filled with jasmine, blue sky and sun. Ooh. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Bill. I think we couldn't hear your music too good, but we were happy to hear you singing to us. That's for damn.
No, not again.
But
Not
that's
again.
okay. So if we have a little time later, if you hang out with us, we'd love to hear just at least a little strum or two so we could hear that music. If you're cool with that, maybe we'll bring you back on just so you could play maybe the first 30 seconds of it. Would that be okay?
Yeah, okay.
Awesome. Let me unmute everybody so they can at least yell for you and tell you why I didn't even make it, right?
Didn't hear you.
Unmute
Didn't hear you.
yourselves.
It was a surprise acapella gift.
That was so
That was brilliant. That was wonderful.
That was a
That was wonderful.
This happened to me yesterday on Zoom.
Beauty
I think
God.
they changed the
Woo!
settings.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Thank you,
Bill.
everybody.
Absolutely. So everybody, if you are singing to us this evening, make sure you got your original sound on your audio. So right next to your microphone, if you click that little up button, and just make sure it says original sound click. This way we make sure we don't miss a second of that magic, okay?
Right. Don't want to miss a single second. However, Bill, what we did here, that was priceless. And for real, like I really love that, hearing your voice. It was just crystal clear, man. Fantastic. Thank you for hanging out with us on our anniversary, Bill. Truly, truly appreciate you. Coming up next, this person is so much more than a poet. They are a playwright. They are just an incredible writer in multiple genres and just an incredible human being. It has been an amazing journey learning and just collaborating with this incredible poet. I am glad that they are here this evening. The one and only Vale Larkin is in the building. Unmute yourself, Vale. Let these folks know where they can find you online. It is always great to see you. Appreciate you for rocking with us tonight. Take it away.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll put my stuff up after I read. I'm on theme, and this first poem is for an elder in our community who is a dear friend of mine, who a lot of people here will know. Way Station Song for Norm Maddox. His voice is an old voice, slow and dryly wise. He says he is meditating again and finding some peace in the places between. We talk about dying with wide eyes, nothing shuttered, no walls. We talk about life with the voices of old women comparing their wedding photos. We talk about art like a life raft, carrying us over the shoals of our bodies and their erratic betrayals. He remembers his wife's death, how she stepped quite abruptly from struggle to acceptance, and how she was gone before anyone else had the time to accept. He understands her better now. I'm still not certain how this happened. This friendship where we say honest and terrible things to each other, because hearing them echoed in all their unwieldiness lessens the weight of their boots on our chests. Journeys make family of companions, and companions of those once merely admired. I pray, every time we sign off, for our strength, for our will to be present, even when presence is fading and life is too sharp. I pray for him to find that center as he is seeking. I pray I will. In the night, the voice of another traveler, waiting for dawn and journeying on, we sing a hymn together for the warm embrace of darkness to hold on to us just a little longer. Thank you. I have a play opening in Manhattan on the 21st. I'm putting information up. You can get a live stream ticket anywhere in the world. We get anywhere in the world. And if you get the live stream ticket, you can actually watch all 4 performances and any of them for up to a month afterwards on demand. So it's a good deal.
You are good. You're the good deal, okay? Thank you for not only sharing a beautiful piece, but sharing your spotlight with the community that you've made with another member of this community. That's a beautiful message. We appreciate you and we honor you here. Thank you for your voice and choosing to share it. Please unmute yourselves and give Vale some love for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on.
It gave me like
Beautiful.
80s movies vibes. Like I don't know if it was but yeah.
If you don't know Norm Mathematics, plug in the math, man. Shout
There we
out
go.
calculus. Shout out Words of the Prophets, man. If you don't know about Vale Larkin and Words of the Prophets, man, make sure you're plugging in with the Y Collective. It is so much going on. Vale is an incredible, just incredible person. Plug into Vale.
Absolutely. And y'all know what that means. What? We going to the next person. Elemental. You gotta come up off your mic for this one. Cause I know I can't even do it justice. The introduction that this person, that's right, stand up. That's right.
All right, listen. Listen, this next poet, it's so hard to capture what this poet really means to all of us here. And if we are lucky, and I believe, he is going to remind us how we all came together in this thing. This is the most dapper gent in the Zoom verse, the one and only DG Clearing is in the building. Unmute yourself, DG. Let these folks know what it is. How long? It is always great to see you, DG. Take it away.
Great day, Elemental. It is so good to be here. You know, we're going to go to where it all started and why we are here. I have one poem for you tonight. The Pandemic Poets. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, writers of thoughts, tellers of truth. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, searchers of souls for the secrets not told. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, friends amongst friends, we laugh and cry. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, recorders of history so not to be lost. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, sharers of love straight from the heart. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, interpreters of pain with the jagged edges we share. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, warriors of words, slayers of wrong. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, thirsters of lust, cravers of desire. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, vagabonds of society, wanderers of intellects. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, painters with pens, curators of wisdom. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, pawns on the chessboard, axioms of morals. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, bleeders of evidence, seekers of time. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, soothsayers of the universe, prophets of knowledge. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, diviners for meanings, philosophers of awareness. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, wranglers of sentences, rhythms, and rhyme. What are we? The Pandemic Poets, the consciousness of all things. We are poets. Blessings, happy anniversary. It is so good to be here with everyone. Thank you.
DJ, you got me excited. All right, I'm looking in my screen. Please unmute yourselves and let everybody know. Are you a pandemic poet? If so, yell that joint right now. Please unmute yourselves and let us know who you are.
The pandemic poet.
Pandemic poet.
Yes. Dive into eugenics.
Pandemic poet.
Yes. That was amazing. I'm so happy
Don't let the passion die.
Yes. I'm so happy you brought us back. I think you broke our Monday host, Elemental. He couldn't hold himself. Like, he was like, wow.
It was awesome.
That was awesome. At the end, when you said we are poets, I heard the we are farmers commercial in my head. I don't know if anyone else did, but I did.
Farmers make great poets.
Hey, Mr. Tezasomo. All right, we will get to Mr. Tez in a little while. Listen, for all you folks who don't know, real quick. I did it to myself. For all you folks who don't know, there is an entire Facebook group based on said poem, right? This is the reason why there is a Facebook group called the Pandemic Poets, right? also curated by another gentleman that I just mentioned. You mentioned farmers. Yeah, we got one of those too, right? I love that poem because it speaks to so many of us when we found this space and we are still here with that same energy and love, DG. Thank you for that. Damn it, I love that poem, man, for real. I just do. And you know what? It really was just giving me some Leonidas vibes, right? Like we are the 300 and he's just, you know what I mean? What are we? Like, come on. It was just money. It's just money. All right, Ray, let's get into the next phase. Come on.
All right. You know what I'm saying? This is part, I'm just kidding. All right. So I'm going to share a screen because y'all thought we were done giving out gifts and prizes. We are not. We are still so excited to have y'all. So we want to gift y'all for your presence here because we would not have this space without you. And that's point blank, as they say, period. All right. So we're going to get into, some games and a quick trivia. Throughout this entire presentation, we will be giving you opportunities to win prizes. So we got 4 on the table for you, 2 tickets to Voices and Vibes, a fly-ass Nuyorican Poets Cafe shirt, and or Nuyorican Poets Cafe hat. And then the last grand prize is a big one, guys. So I'm gonna let Elemental tell you about that. Go ahead, Elemental. You want to tell them now or you want to wait?
I mean, I'll let him in on it. Listen, we're gonna be implementing something very soon, but you will get your time in the spotlight. We'll put it that way. More to come.
Very mysterious. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. So stay tuned because mysteries will be revealed. So 2 ways for you to win tonight. We're going to be doing some trivia, right? So the first person to put their hand up in the Zoom box when they've got the answer will win a point. And at the end of the show, the person with the most points wins the grand prize. Okay, so it's mysterious for a reason, but I promise you want it because I want the grand prize. All right, and I've been here with y'all for a minute. All right. Other way to win, we will be having a random raffle we'll be choosing. So if you are performing today, guess what? You're already a winner, right? So your name goes in the pot. So you have a chance to win one of the other 3 prizes that we mentioned. Okay, so let's get into a question. Now remember, first person to put their hand up with the correct answer wins the first point. And the question goes, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe's anthology entitled Aloud, Voices from the Nuyorican Poets Cafe was published in 1994. Which of our current regular online open mic performers contributed poems to this anthology?
I love this question. I love this question. If I'm looking at my list correctly, it would be Vale Larkin who jumped in first.
I would concur. Please unmute yourself, Vale, and let us know what your answer is.
I think it's Paul Skiff.
Is that correct?
I mean, there is only one Jedi Master among us, and his name is Paul friggin' Skiff. Indeed. Indeed. Fantastic, Vale. Absolutely right.
So what does that mean? That means Vale has our first point of the evening. Vale is the person to beat. Please stay tuned though, because we're moving to the next question and it could be you. So put your hands down, put them down, put them down, put them down. Don't be cheating and leaving it. All right. How did and do the open mic host refer to one of our beloved members who hasn't been here in a while, but will always have a space for him? The Withdrawn, whenever they introduce him before he reads a new poem. Is it A, the quiet one? Is it B, singer? Is it C, wild card? Or is it D, the whistler? All right, who's got it? Who's up first?
I mean, I was definitely not expecting this, but it looks like Terry Rose Jertson came in first.
I think we're right. All right, Terry, unmute yourself. Who is it?
Wild card.
Yes.
Terry, come through with it. Yeah. Shout out to the Withdrawn. That cat's always bananas. Miss that cat, always coming through with some incredible poetry every time he steps up. For real.
Perfect.
Oh, Liz Manette, come through. I see you, Liz. Dope, dope. Liz Manette is actually holding the original Nuyorican Poets Cafe anthology. So dope, Liz. So
Make sure you guys buy that because it's a piece of our history, right? And if you're part of this community, you should know what your history is. We're going to jump over to Ron real quick because we're going to get that first raffle up real quick right now, too. So first person to win a prize is...
Oh, okay. So sorry, let me turn off my background so that you guys can see I am not cheating. So I actually reused the numbers from Thursday's raffle, because we want to save the planet. Even though we're online, we still want to save the planet. I did write everyone's name who signed up for an artist RSVP ticket tonight, because we want to reward you for signing up. I'm going to put them in the hat, which is let me turn it around, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, the same hat that Gustav is sporting, and he actually was one of the raffle prize winners last week. Now I'm going to shuffle it. Now remember on Thursday, I ran out of breath. I should have gone to the gym because Ray Chain made me do the shimmy, shama dance and whatever it was called. So I'm shuffling as best as I can. And the first... Oh, and I also want to, before I pull the name, the Voices and Vibes tickets, for logistics reasons, they are for this month, 2 tickets. If you cannot make it this month and you come on one of the other months, we're going to have to reduce it to one price, which is 1 ticket, which is still great, by the way, though, so... But let me shuffle. Okay, so the first raffle winner will get the choice. And Rachel, you will let him or her know what they can choose from. CCA, which means CC or Shagar. Rachel, let him know what he can choose from.
Yes, CC, congratulations.
CC in the building. Listen, y'all, listen, this is really just poetic, right? This gentleman comes through with his book. 25 years he's been doing this, man. And listen, he's still in the mix. And now he's winning prizes. Like, listen, this dude, listen, that is CC, right? That's not
no,
Johnny Cash, right?
I'm smiling. I don't win music shit.
That dude.
I'm happy, man.
3 choices, my dear. Either 2 tickets to the next Voices and Vibes, or a Nuyorican Poets Cafe t-shirt, or a Nuyorican Poets Cafe hat. Thank you, RMT. What would be your choice, CC?
You said I was there Thursday, and I heard that those 2 tickets are good forever.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go for the forever 2. When I get there, I'll buy the t-shirt and hat.
I heard that, CC. Dog.
You got it.
See, listen. I love it. I love our community. 100%. Congratulations, CC. Man.
Thank you.
So congratulations, y'all. Stay in the game, stay with us, because it could be you next time. It could be
you.
Right? In the meantime, though, Elemental, what we about to do now?
All right, let's get back into this poetry, right? It's some folks in here that we are very much looking forward to hearing from. Coming up next, this mainstay has been rocking with us for a while, right? I told y'all a couple weeks ago, make sure you're yelling at their boss to get them a raise so they can get their Wi-Fi straightened out. We are always glad when this person is in the building. Tabs is here, y'all. Unmute yourself, Tabs. Always great to see you. Let the folks know where they can find you. Come on, rock out.
Yo, elemental crazy love. He said, get your Wi-Fi right. Get that money right. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy anniversary to Nuyo. 3 years in the making, and you guys are still making magic. It's a pleasure to be here with fam. Thank you, Ray J, Elemento, La Bruja, everybody. Much love. I'm gonna rock out with a short piece. We got 2 minutes tonight. Here we go. The journey of self-love. The beauty of one is not found before the footnotes. It's in the experience of a stumbling passage that we find ourselves. Embrace me as I briefly salute the harmony to my own ray. Familiar places become more foreign, sitting at the edge of windows. Bullets I load at the tip of his barrel, refusing to be the victim at my own funeral. I had to come to terms with the things I could not control and the surroundings humanity to know the difference. I can't change what happened to me. I wasn't the driver to his wandering hand or the actions to their silence. Every inch I grew welcomed death, the chaos of embracing my body while I screamed through an open stove, becoming more fragile to a world that's empty. Shaped me, my strength, my body. As I grew, I struggled with who I was and how much I should tell people. What scars can the night hide, and the relationships I won't let come above my bed sheets? Spending years avoiding the right man. How long will you protect your daughter from your own war, or yourself from the possibilities of being loved again? These thoughts becoming the gray clouds I fight, walking through neighborhoods that decrease daily. Childhood friends becoming like street ornaments, vain of a shadow we once played hopscotch and manhunt too. This is not the first of us we lose to the war of drugs. Every soldier playing a different corner, wearing colors of a different habit. I'm gonna end it here now because I know there's a lot of us tonight, yo. Much love. Thanks, Elemental, for the space. Thanks, Ron. Thanks, AJ. This is the best place to be in the fucking world, yo. Thanks, guys.
No doubt, Tab. You already know. And she said nothing but the truth. Best place to be in the world, only because you here, Tab. Please unmute yourselves and give us some love.
Yeah, Tabitha. Give it up for Tab.
Way to go, Tabitha. Very nice.
Respect your daughter. That's a
good poem, good internet.
That's a heart ripper. What a line. Ouch.
And listen, that's why I said, right? That's why I said last time, right? Make sure you yelling at her bosses to get her paid, man. We need to make sure that her connection is right. All right. We definitely love hearing from you, Tabs. Always appreciate you for coming through. Great hearing your poetry. Appreciate you for rocking out, celebrating with us. All right. Coming up next, we mentioned farmers, and this gentleman happens to raise more than IQs, right? His hands put in the kind of work that leave the kind of legacies that we will continue to read about centuries from now. It is time for our TES Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Tessa Somo is here. One thing I can definitely tell you, he is not your damn chihuahua. Please let the folks know how they can find you, Mr. Tez. Appreciate you for being here, rocking out with us. Take it away.
All right, thank you, sir. Folks can follow me on Instagram on the Gaseous 2019. I gotta slip right in. The topic is the slippery semiotic subject. Dispatch 10-4. All units, we have a 1096 mental subject requesting an APB for subject. Vague, shifting, endowed with ambiguous signifiers stemming primarily from the Academic Division of Labor. The suspect is wanted for questioning in connection with a series of 415s, disturbances. If you see the suspect, please do not approach. Call in immediately. The suspect's aliases are the grammatical subject, the legal subject, the literary protagonist, or the subject of history. Be wary of the abstract transcendental subject with genealogy to Cartesian, Kantian, and Hegelian idealism. Suspect alias as Descartes' ego cogitan. Suspect alias as Kant's I think in Hegel's spirit. 10-4. Dispatch 10-4. All units. Suspect is well known for mystifying and illuminating the mind of the proletariat. Suspect operates by establishing through constant collectives, abstract or mythical subjects with nation, state, and class, spirit, and history. Unit 1, 10-4, dispatch, I'm en route. Unit 2, 10-4, dispatch, I'm also en route. Dispatch 10-0, all units, caution. Suspect is highly interactive between the abstract known as the individual subject of philosophy. Unit 1, Code 5, surveillance. Unit 1, Code 2, urgent. Dispatch, is this the subject of theory, the semiotic interaction between the individual and the collective? Dispatch, Unit 1, 10-4, Unit 1. No, this is the slippery social subject of linguistic context, the subject of narrative programs and discourses, the infra-individual, individual, artificial, and super-individual actor. Unit 2, code 5, surveillance. Dispatch, code 2, urgent. Is this the subject of disappearance, the stereotype which diverts attention from fact that nobody's actually able to define? Who or what is exactly about to disappear or has already disappeared? The subject of this thing that distinguishes notions we can do without from those that remain indispensable? Dispatch, is this the subject of anticipation, the reconciliation of the universal subject? Dispatch, 10-4, code 2. Unit 2, this is the intellectual subject that causes difficulties, the grammarian subject, with personal pronouns I, you, he, she, and it. The elusive subjectivity of grammatology, performative anthropomorphological agent of pragmatics that enumerates unavoidable philosophical concepts. The residual after image of what doesn't disappear continues to precondition meaningful speech on disappearance, the self-reference of the I, the subject as individual, consciousness of cognition, the legal subject, the moral subject of sense, the communicative I as point of shared discourse of human life. Dispatch, 10-4 all units. The subject's call signs are is whiskey, tango, foxtrot. If you see the suspect, please call immediately.
Hell yeah, Mr. Tezazomo. I had my dictionary out, but you were just going. I just couldn't even keep up with you. Please unmute yourselves and give that man some love for all of that heat he just brought.
Yes, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
That took me to
Always
college there, man.
Jess.
appreciated.
That
Such a good
guy
write.
said whiskey, tango, foxtrot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just you.
Yeah, right?
Coyote.
You and the words and the thing.
Yeah.
Hi, listen, y'all. Listen, I warned y'all about people who grow more things than poems. And this man just happens to grow all of us. He helps all of us to cultivate our words and our love and passion for this craft. Every single week he shows up and shares his incredible work with us. Thank you, Mr. Tez, for being such a valued member of our community, for hanging out with us for these 3 years. Listen, again, so I mentioned DG coming up with the Pandemic Poets. This gentleman is the one who runs it. So make sure you are plugging in with our community. I keep telling y'all it's the greatest one in the world. No doubt about it. All right. Thank you, Mr. Tez. Coming up next. I don't know if y'all ready for this.
I don't know. They
I
might
don't know. Ray, go ahead. Ray, please.
You know, this is my absolute pleasure, okay? Because we share a name. Me and this powerful woman poet, she is an experience, okay? I can't even call her a poet. It's an experience. Got her own show now, as you can see in the background. It's called Word Jamming. And let me tell you right now, it's all kinds of flame fire. That's also what she got in the background, because that's all she brings to the surface is the flame. She can't help it. Her name is Jane Spoken Word. Please give it up. I want y'all to put some energy into your boxes. I'm not even going to ask her to unmute until you do. Thank you. All right, there we go. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Jane. Go ahead and yell Elemental. It's okay. I know you want to.
I mean, listen, there are only so few of these people in our community, right? This is one of the OGs, right? Shout out Albie on bass. This is one of the OGs of this thing, y'all, for real. Stand up, show some respect for this poet right here. I'm telling you, a straight up badass. Jane Spoken Word.
Yo, you guys. It's a pleasure to be here. It's so great to see everybody. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Holy shit. It's great to see you guys, Elemental, Ray Jane. Oh man, you guys are running it. It's dope. And I also want to give a shout out to Advocate of Words, who started this 3 years ago and got the ball rolling and made it what it is, the community that it is. And of course, to my friend Miguel Algarin, which every day I walk by the Nuyorican and I think of Miguel. So, all right, quick, 2 minutes. I got a shorty for you. A word junkie serves as the shrine of the poetry. Ancestral rebirth, stained blood red, anointed with ink. Truth lies in the heart of the poet, penning poems of life, love, death, heartbreak. Words flow from my sledge-hammered pen, escape my lips through timeless echoes, rolling off my tongue with the power of thunder. I wear my words like body armor, protector of all words. I will not be sentenced to silence. This is where the shit gets real. I'm the one who lights the fire under you motherfucking poets, and I will never let the poetry die in your mouth. Peace, yo.
Oh, that's all you had to say. Oh, I tried to tell you, I tried to compose myself. Give me a second. Y'all go ahead and unmute yourselves and please yell for Jane. Come on.
Jane.
Thank you so much.
Check out Word Jam, y'all. That spot is
Good job.
That's good.
Oh my goodness. I try to tell y'all. Listen, this community is filled with amazing poets who actually do this, right? I know you hear people all over the place. Yeah. Listen, these people here have been doing it longer than some of us have been writing poetry, right? And if you are not here to celebrate with those folks and in the memory and spirit of those folks, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place, because that's all you're going to get from these incredible poets this evening. Woo! Thank you, Jane. I warned y'all, right? I told y'all the Starship has left the building and we are in full celebration mode. And coming up next is the party animal herself, right? All the way out in Minnesota. This incredible poet, I mentioned their name a minute ago because they are holding the original anthology of the Nuyorican Poets Cafe aloud. Let me tell you, this poet came through and does what she does and showed out every single time she shows up. I love to hear this poet. Liz Minette is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know how they can find you. It is always great to see you, Liz. Appreciate you for rocking out. Take it away.
Thank you, Elemental. And I got turned on to Aloud from a local poetry group in Duluth called Poetry Harbor back in the early 90s when it first came out. And Patrick McKinnon, who ran Poetry Harbor, had the Aloud anthology at one of the readings, and I picked it up. Anyway, short poem tonight. Ancestors, this is called Today the Trees. Today the trees in the plaza, greased silhouettes against this open chalk sky. These trees are the only thing today. Wet, these trees cradle the tuck of squirrel. Ravens hold court in the wild hair branches, then sail coast to coast of the canopies, the tree canopies calling the day. Is that short and sweet?
All we needed, Liz. That's all we needed. Short and sweet and perfect. Please unmute yourselves and give Liz some love. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nice job, Liz.
Thank you, Liz.
That's how you do it, Liz. That's how you do it.
Good job.
Thank you. Thanks, gang. Thanks, fam. Much love. Happy anniversary. I'm happy to be a part of this. So happy.
We're happy you're here, Liz. Every single time you show up, we are happy that you're here and happy to hear your incredible work. Thank you for being a valued member. All right, folks, listen, there are some folks in the building, huh, Ray? Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry. 1 second. Come on, Ray. Tell them.
I was just sitting here talking to myself, just being excited. Like, yeah, it's a lot of people. I'm sorry. That is most definitely true. But you know who we got coming up next? I don't think I've had the pleasure to meet this person yet. I'm so glad to share the space so I get to see all these folks who don't come to Thursdays. I ain't gonna hold it against y'all. Okay, you still got time. Okay. All right, next person up to bless the mic is Sunyanya. I hope that I'm saying that right. Last name is Powell. Is she in the room? Are they here?
I believe Sunaina is here. I thought I saw Sunaina coming.
Yeah, so Nanya is here with the camera off, but I thought, Ray Jane, we were going to two other wonderful, amazing Nuyorican Poets Cafes members.
We are. Ha ha ha. Just kidding, guys. Gotta keep you on your toes, peeps, because it's a celebration. And we could not celebrate, right? The OGs, the people who are starting, the originators and the continuators.
Right.
Of this, us down always and in the bricks themselves. We got Caridad de la Luz, also known as Boss Lady, also known as La Bruja, the original Thursday night online open mic host. Y'all gonna say all your name, right? And we got Nico Diaz, who is holding her down day in, day out, and making sure that everything gets the platform that it deserves and grows and the boundaries the way that we all are supposed to. So they are unmuted already. I'm gonna let them.
Are we?
Yes.
Raging. Mental. Everybody, how's everybody doing? Celebrating 3 years. Oh my gosh. I just, I wanted to let you know that today is actually my Bruja-versary. So 27 years ago, I wrote my name on an open mic list to spit. It was a lunar eclipse. It was 1996, April 3rd. My spoken word the first time was heard and I emerged as a Nuyorican poet. And it's 27 years later. And now I am proudly the executive director of this sacred institution. And, you know, what will we be without all of you, all of our poets, this wonderful community? I mean, we're keeping it going in honor of the culture, the founders, our surviving founders too. A lot of people don't know about our women founders. We have Lois Griffith and we have Sandra Maria Esteves, who are still with us. And, you know, and our founders, Miguel Algarín, Miguel Piñero, Tato Laviera, Pedro Pietri, you know, just we stand on the soldiers of so many. So I just want to send love to all of you. Thank you for being here, for continuing this. And I want to, you know, show love to Advocate of Words too. You know, I wish him all the best always. And, you know, we are a community, we are a family. And even when things don't work out the way we plan, there's always a bigger plan. And I believe in that and I trust that. And, you know, I have a duty, you know, I have a responsibility. And sometimes, you know, the most difficult things are the things that have to be done. So moving forward, with pride, I'm so grateful. We were just upstairs, like you're doing this open mic here online, and there's an open mic happening upstairs, like a whole full house upstairs. So we're just expanding, like it's just quantum leaping. So many beautiful things. And I just want to say thank you. I love you. God bless all of you. Stay writing, stay reciting, stay fighting. The light is shining. Don't ever give it up. And this is your home for always and forever. So thank you to our host holding it down. Thank you to Ron, RMT. Thank you to all of you, I see you, Lizzie, I see you, Mia, I see you, Propaganda Poet, I see you, DG Clearing, I see you, Tabitha, I see you. Yes, Finn Bell, oh my goodness,
Mr.
all of you. Poetastic, oh, Holly Googe, oh my goodness, all of you. That's so Somok. Oh my God, all of you. Oh my God.
Yourselves and give them some love. Go ahead, unmute yourselves and yell that love right back to them so they know they're loved and appreciated.
Love you. Thank you. Good night, y'all.
Come on, y'all. Give it up. Give it
The
up.
Advocate of Words.
If you do not have Bruja CDs, you're wrong. They are amazing.
Mohit, oh, I see Unmesh, Mohit too. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of great people.
International, and the community continues. Look at all of you, so beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. Before we hop, just want to say, you know, I got my start with the online community during the pandemic, you know what I'm saying? And now to be in the belly of the beast, in the office, working with La Brua every day. Never did I think when I got on that open mic list online in November of 2022, was it? 2021? I can't even remember at this point. It's fucking crazy. So I feel blessed. I love this community. I love you guys. And so proud of Ray, Jane, and Elemental and Ron for holding down our online community. 69 people were here today. That is a lot. How many were in last week's Ray, Jane?
No, man, it was enough.
More than enough. You got all of us, these events, even if it was one person in the room, that room would be there for y'all. So we love y'all. Keep doing it. Poetry, this shit matters. And yo, it's only up from here.
Oh,
so,
Wednesday is Women Orators Wednesday. If you're in the New York City area, my women, my ladies, my women identifying, and the men that support the women, I'll be hosting in person here at the cafe.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, sound bath healing. We're gonna have Janique Music, who's in the house today too. Like the community, you know, this is something that it takes time to cultivate, and you know, you're all stars shining, all of you, and I just welcome you to come in person if you can and do your thing, so we can feel your energy and just continue shining, doing it together. So April, Poetry Month. It's our month, baby.
You know, like, listen, y'all, listen, if y'all are not familiar with the two folks who just spoke, listen, these two people make sure that we do this, right? I remember my first time, right? I was messaging La Bruja because I was trying to get on Thursday night, right? And I wasn't able to get on, but then I was able to get on Monday, right? It was, you know, November of 2020. It was just a time and a space that I needed to be there. La Bruja was welcoming, Advocate was welcoming, and we have been here. Like Nico was saying, right? I never thought that I would be in this space when I first came a member of this community, y'all. But listen, I can truly say from the bottom of my heart that I love all of y'all, because all of y'all have saved my life. All of y'all have taught me something. I have learned something from each one of y'all. I could not be here. I would not be here without those folks. So thank you.
I wanted to give an extra shout out to Emily Cordes in the building. How could I forget Emily, who's been staff at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe and is a shining light as well. So wanted to make sure I shout you out.
Fantastic. Listen, it's a night of celebration, y'all. What did y'all think that y'all was gonna get, right? Like, come on, tell them, right?
I think it's how we say it, bing bong in New York, you know what I'm saying? You already know it's big time energy. Thank you, Brew. Thank you, Nico. Thank you to everybody really who makes this community what it is, both now, the past, and most definitely in the present. As she mentioned, make sure you find yourself inside the bricks, right? You a Nuyorican poet, you in New York, and you ain't in the bricks. What you doing? Come on, come through. It's an open invitation. You know what I'm saying? But Elemental, we gotta get back in this list, man. We got all these people to come on. Who next?
Listen, for real. Before we do though, shout out to some folks who are in the building but not on the list. Tanish is in the building. Serene's here. I saw Molly is in here. Terry Rose Jerkson. Doug Silver is here. Holly Gouge is here. Charles Wiseman is here. Zone Conto is watching us on YouTube. Listen, the community is all over. I'm telling y'all. Let's get to it. I'm not sure if Sunaina jumped in the building. I didn't see her, unless I'm missing her.
They are here. I'm gonna ask to start a video and ask to unmute. Let's see. If not, maybe they stepped away and maybe we can get back to
Miss Sunaina?
Yeah.
Oh, I do see Sunaina. See, listen, all these folks in the building, right? Listen, Sunaina is a newer member of our community, but came through and absolutely tore it down the first time they came through. So hopefully they are in the building and could rock with us. If you are not ready, Sunaina, that is totally cool, because we will definitely come back to you. All right, because we definitely have to keep this thing pushing. Damn, I don't see the next person either that I was gonna call on. But again, I'm not used to all the people. All right, so we're gonna keep it pushing, y'all. Again, this is what we do. So that person's not here either. Where is the dude from across the sea? I don't see him either, but I know he's here. I know he's here. There he is. Of course he's here. Listen, this gentleman I had the pleasure of working with a couple of times. His wordplay is beyond elegant because he is a world traveler that is, what is the name of that movie? Atlas Shrugged. There you go. This gentleman could probably fit nicely in that cast. The one and only Lantern Carrier is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you, Lantern. Always great to rock out with you. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll start. Nuyorican Cafe. Today you have brought us all together for the noblest of art, a highly commendable and soulful effort in the cause of furthering humanity's ascent to a greater light and love. You are an inspiration, a loving influence and beacon to lovers of this ancient music, victorious in adversity. You awoke like the dawn, illumining us with artistry nonpareil and the sweetest rays of benevolence. You have created an amazing platform with vision, creativity, and charisma, taking us through serenity by triumph over evil and the molasses of healing with your pinnacle of excellence. A pillar of fortitude, you're known for exemplifying the gateways of beauty and greatness in this vast arena of life's mundane and endless challenges. Your bewitching bars guide us through the waters of unrest to the ascending ladders of healing, so necessary for the peaceful warrior. You present yourselves like jasmines, soft to touch, elegant and poised like the swan, sensual in your fragrance and magnificence. Unfurling with luster, you alchemize the eloquent fire of words into a uniqueness which is all your own, firm as lava, yet delicate like soaring butterflies. You smile on walls, weaving harmonies through the continuum of life's trials, adding vibrancy, sweetness, and flow like a river, soulfully offering a tapestry of brilliance, a philosophy which serves you well as wayfarers on this turbulent field of Gaia's. You have been a major voice for poetry over decades, rising to the occasion when humans were at their most vulnerable and bringing solace to thousands. Let us travel together on this voyage where both light and shadow are intertwined and the universe dances their rhythms, leaving the echoes of loneliness behind as we unfold like lotuses on this self-transcending journey. A tribute to the spirit of Miguel Algarin, the founders, and all the team at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. Muchísimas gracias. Salutations.
Oh, what an honor. What an honor to hear you, to know you, right? To share and create with you. You are a gift to this community across the seas. We don't care about none of that. We thank you for showing up. All right, please unmute yourself and y'all yell for Lantern. Let them know.
Lantern, great job as always.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
That was so beautiful.
Buttery.
It was so thorough.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Buttery.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are blessed to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lantern.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yo, listen, that dude, he just kind of does the thing with the words, come back real quick. Again, this is easy part of the reason why our community is international, right? This gentleman stays up crazy hours of the night just to rock out with us. You know what I'm saying? And he still always has something for us, even in the crazy hours. Thank you, Lantern, for just sacrificing your sleep to hang out with us and share your incredible energy. A valued member. All right. Coming up next, this next poet, I warned y'all about their pictures and how they would just get more and more just lively as the seasons changed. I saw a picture of them standing in some, like, come on, really? That's not even fair to the tree. Not even fair. The one and only Mia Aguilera is in the building. Unmute yourself, Mia. Let the folks know where they can find you. Always great to see you, Mia. Take it away.
Thank you, Elemental. Happy anniversary, poets. I always work on Thursday, so I can never go to the Thursday open mic. So I've never really seen Ray J hosting until today, and it is such a pleasure to like see her energy, and the two of you combined is just like the perfect combo. I think you should do it more often. I have 2 micro poems to share today. The first one is about my older brother, and it's called Ian. Sitting in the late summer sun, holding a Modelo, let me hear you laugh one last time. And this next one is called Magnolia Encyclopedia. Supple pink, swollen pink, pink soft and fragrant, thick pink, cunt pink, pink so light in shade it is virtually white, pink dripping onto grass, drink the drops, see what blooms inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Mia, and shout out to you for loving on us a little bit, Mia. We appreciate you. Get your money, honey. We gonna be. All right, and you look beautiful. I just wanted to put that out there. Please unmute yourselves and give Mia some love.
Absolutely gorgeous poetry from a gorgeous poet. Love you.
Plug into Mia's
A lot of
photography. It's
brother there.
amazing.
Right. Pictures as well, right? Photos. That's what I heard, Elemental. Is that true?
Hey, listen, you see for yourself. Plug into Mia's IG. You'll see. You'll see for yourself.
Just dropped it right there. It's there. There you go. Boom, boom.
In case y'all don't know, make sure you're changing your Zoom name, all right, to coincide with your Instagram handle or whatever you want to share with the folks so they can see, and make sure you're plugging in the chat too. You know, folks lazy, they want to copy and paste some things, So, all right, so let's keep it moving, y'all. Coming up next. So another newer mainstay of our community, but I love when this poet comes through because they are always so plugged in, right? So far is the only poet that I know who's shown up in actual face paint to get down and actually then burned it down. The one and only Marilee Johnson is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you, Marilee. It is always great to rock out with you. Take it away.
Thank you. Happy anniversary, everyone. I love being part of this community. So I went back and dug through my files and found some things from 2021. One of the very first times I performed, I was going on Thursday night open mics for quite a while. And this one I performed on July 8th, 2021 with La Bruja as the host. So I said then, tonight I'm going to share a couple of excerpts from a piece I've been working on. So I'll jump right into the first excerpt. And now my second excerpt. And yeah, I had to write a lot of words so I could distill it to this. I chose the best words I'd written, unfortunately. Well, actually, these are the last 2 remaining words. I threw the rest of the piece away. It just wasn't going anywhere. I'm sure it's not lost on you that the post-performance comments are longer than the piece. My thought process, what I was hoping to accomplish, was to just throw myself on stage and do whatever, so as to unblock anxiety about it. And after all, no one can use a hook to pull you off stage if we're online. But seriously, aside from thinking of this silly joke and deciding to share it, I feel like if I can get my feet wet by coming on here, it might make me more comfortable in terms of sharing other things. I mean, I'm a ham, there's no doubt, so it's hard to say whether the material will improve. But I'm working on some raps that I hope to share this summer. Really, honestly, for real, thanks for listening. And then I pulled one from August 30, 2021, which was the first time that I was on the Monday night online open mic with the Advocate of Words. And I did 3 haikus. So does a haiku start with 7 syllables? Oh, 5? Oops, time's up. Once upon a time, 7 o'clock, I believe, an alarm clock rang. An hour later, you look ugly when you sleep. Snarky snooze button. And then I just have a few more from the fall. These are some from September at Coney Island. A wrinkle of waves, fingers creeping onto shore, in peace receding. It's the wonder wheel, rotating into the sky, not a soul on board. The wooden cyclone, built in the 1920s. Hey, who wants tickets? And this is from November 2021. Graffitied fingers, one fist hate, the other love. Which would punch someone? Paul Conqueso lit, lights up at Nuyo's lit cake. We sing out of tune. And on Thanksgiving, Big Bird's COVID shot. On this, the day of the bird, we give Cruz the bird. I guess I'll end there. Thank you very much for your attention and taking the trip down memory lane with me.
Yes, what a trip it was. We love throwbacks. We love a good throwback, Mary Lee, and we love you. Please unmute yourselves and give Mary Lee some love.
Go, Mary Lee. Love
Member
you.
of the
Member of the
Glad you found us.
Quirky. Loved it.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. You are much appreciated.
Thank you.
Listen, I told y'all, right? This community has some incredible people, right? We just happen to be poets, but there's just some incredible people that will tell you how incredible they are if you listen close enough, right? And I'm reminded of that every time we hear something like that, right? Thank you, Mary Lee, for taking us down your memory lane with you and painting such vivid pictures. We do truly appreciate you. So I'm gonna give y'all just a quick second. Ooh. Coming up next, a gentleman that we mentioned prior. Actually, we had a trivia question concerning this gentleman. And let me tell you, this is the only Jedi Master that I know in our galaxy, and the only one, as the trivia question reminded you, that is published in the original Nuyorican Poets Cafe anthology, right? Our former host used to say, he has more claim to fame to this thing than I do. And I will make sure I reiterate that same thing. We would not be here without folks like this gentleman. Please, unmute yourself. The one and only Jedi Master Paul Skiff is in the building. Prepare yourself.
Hey,
gentlemen.
I'm having a blast here at this Frankachel. It's so great to see everybody. I'm just gonna, I know, gotta be quick. Just gonna be quick with you, straight up, because you're family. I wrote a poem for this, but there, somehow I just could not write a poem that would be 2 minutes praising the founders of the cafe. It's too deep for me. So I'm not as good a poet as you all, and keeping to that. But what I want to do is play a clip of one of the founders for you, Diane Burns. And before anybody gets their legal paranoia going, I am presenting this clip under the statutes of the United States copyright law provisions for fair use. I refer you to the preamble of Section 107 that says it is allowable for me to present third-party material for the purposes of comment, teaching, scholarship, and especially for the public interest. So give me a second to set off this low-tech technology. Ron, this poem is exactly 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So I know you know, up to you what you want to do with the 10 seconds. So let me get this kind of in the right place here.
We want the whole thing, Skiff. Come on with it.
Let's
the
go.
whole
Let's
bada and the boom. Come on.
see if we can get the tech going.
I don't care if you're married, I still love you. I don't care if you're married when the party's over. I will take you home in my one-eyed Ford. Where high, Modine, the roller derby queen, she's Anishinaabe, that means human being. That's H for hungry, that's B for frijoles, fry bread, tortillas, watermelon, pomona. Take a sip of this or a drag of that. At the Rancheria Fiesta, it's tit for tat. Lowriders, Levi's, go fist and glove. Give a little pat, push or shove. Move it or lose it, talk straight or bruise it. Everyone has their fun when the sun is all done. We're all one. Make a run, hide your gun. Hey, I'm no nun. 49 in the hills above Ventura. Them Okies got a drum. I'm from Oklahoma, I got no one to call my own. If you will be my honey, I will be your sugar pie. Way high, way high. Gonna sing all night. Bring your blanket or be that way then.
Sorry, played the wrong tune, but just they're both good. They were just two clips on that. I recorded that myself with Diane's consent at an event that was an annual event called Women Writing that was produced at the cafe for about 4 years running. Fronted up, I worked with a 3-woman collective, Lizzie Olesker, Cora Hook, Emily Rubin. I should shout out those names who ran under the name Big Bucket Theater. It was a series that we put up about 30 or 40 women writers over 3 nights. Maybe some other time I'll get to the other clip. Blessings to everybody. Was very happy and fortunate to be able to bring Diane's voice to you all. Now, on with the celebration. Welcome to the Alive Vibration.
Come on, a live vibration. Yes, Skiff, you know we love you and thank you for sharing your platform with yet another OG of our community. As Bruja said, often our women orators are not given as much shine as our original male counterparts, creatives, and poets. So we appreciate you, Skiff, for bringing Diane Burns' name to the forefront. So the folks who don't know, now you know. Please unmute yourselves and make sure you give it up real Nuyorican style for Paul's.
Thank you, Skip. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Put the light shine on the women.
Amazing.
Thank you, Paul.
Shine out,
Thank
shine
you
out.
for knowing you over this. Thank you for this honor.
Thank you.
Listen. This is again the reason why I love y'all. Listen, because we get to experience Paul Skiff. We get to hear the love come through in Paul Skiff, right? Like this, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all are here celebrating our founders, celebrating our ancestors with the folks who still do it, right? Listen, I will continue to say it is truly my pleasure to be here with y'all. Really, like this it's the best seat in the business, honestly. And I wouldn't be here without all of y'all, truly. Couple more poets and we're gonna get into the next raffle. So coming up next, this poet mentioned by Boss Lady has been a member of our community for some time, even has her own spectacular work. Listen, if you are not familiar with this poet, all you have to remember is their name rhymes with goddess. The one and only Emily Cordes is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you. It has been too long. It's always great to rock out with you. Take it away.
It's so great to be back, and happy anniversary, everybody. I cannot believe it's been 3 years, but we just keep going. We keep going strong. I'm going to share a villanelle I wrote in honor of an alligator they found abandoned in Prospect Park who was given the name Godzilla. This is called Gators and Swans. An alligator gentrified the pond, invasive beast by God and man reviled, or perhaps she reclaimed it from the swans. A species Brooklyn's ample hills ne'er spawned, or ancestor from days the land was wild. An alligator gentrified the pond. Her presence shocking birds and park slope moms. False fledgling left exposed like bastard child, returned to regain sovereignty from swans. For natives in this country don't last long, from swamps and marshlands of their births exiled by predators who gentrify the ponds, and hold this fragile planet in their jaws, while mutant creatures o'er the spoils preside, and bloodied rising suns claim moths and swans. May seraphs armored fierce with scales and claws receive thee, for earth shuns its meek and mild. Godzilla, fallen hero of the pond, reclaiming urban wastelands from the swans. Thank you.
Yes, Emily, and OG in her own right. Okay, please unmute yourself. Emily, we'd love to have you here. Gentrifying the crocodiles and the alligators. Nobody's safe. That's what I heard. Please unmute yourselves and give us some love.
Yo, I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
Emily, it's so good. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, nobody is
Always
safe.
bringing the fire, yes.
So good to see you.
Real. Come
Good to
through,
see you
Gusto.
again.
Make sure you're plugging into Emily and getting their book too. Fire.
Oh my God, yes. Marvel popping into the
Right, Prop? It's just
right. Tell them, Prop. For real. Listen, sorry about that. If you haven't heard any of Emily's work, plug into a couple of weeks ago, because our resident Gusto over here, Mr. Gusto, was reading from her book actually a couple of weeks ago. So if you are interested in Emily Cordes' work, which is phenomenal, by the way, make sure you're plugging in. Listen, Prop's got it too. Listen, I listen, our community would not plug in if it wasn't worth it. All right. So make sure you're getting in the mix. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're gonna change gears just a tiny bit. Ray, please take it away.
It's the little remix. Okay, we're gonna jump back into this trivia because I know some of y'all like, I ain't win nothing yet, Ray J. I mean, what the hell? You said we're gonna get.
I'm trying to win, Ray J. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cute, but where are the prizes? So we're gonna get back into this trivia. Y'all remember the rules. First person to put their hand in the sky and answer correctly gets a point, right? At the end of the night, you will win the grand prize. I see you already, Gustav. He ain't waiting. In addition to guest hosting workshops at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe for our folks out there on YouTube and Facebook land who are not in the Zooms with us, Finn Bell also hosts and produces workshops, open mics, and other online programs at her organization named A, Finn's Open Mics, B, Trisha's Corner, C, the book club, or D, Fincabulary. Am I correct in saying that the first person up was the Magus?
You are correct, yes.
Yes, indeed.
So please unmute yourself. Gusto with the gusto. And what is your best answer?
Fincabulary.
Boom, 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 boom. You got
it.
So, Gustav, that means you get a point, and you are now in the running for the grand prize. Okay, so hold on to your points. We will try to keep track of them as well on our side, but please help us because sometimes after 10 o'clock we get a little cross-eyed. Okay, all right, one more before we get back into the list. After Unmesh Mohikar started attending and participated in our online open mics, he became inspired and started hosting his own online program from India, Cross the Pond. What is the name of that weekly open mic? Bonus point, so go for the 2 if you can. On what weekday does his open mic take place on? And I believe I see Jane's spoken word as the first. Am I correct? Am I correct, co-host?
JSW for the win.
So, JSW, go ahead, unmute yourself. Let us know. What is it? What's the answer? You're all hitting the ask to unmute button at the same time. Jane, is that you? Go ahead, unmute yourself, Jane.
Sorry, I thought I was unmuted. Okay, so it's Saturday morning here. I don't know what day it is where he is because he's way on the other side of the world. And it's Let's Unmesh Together. Unmesh.
Is it Let's Unmesh Together? Are we?
No, hold on, wait, Jane.
I know, I'm coming to the judges. Are we?
Yes, so Jane spoken word, we're going to give you 1 point for Saturday morning, which in India is Saturday evening, so that's actually good. But no, it is not the title, so you only get 1 point. Next up is Propaganda Poet. Do you know the answer of the correct name of that open mic?
Let us have breakfast and poetry as we unmesh life every Saturday morning in America.
Now, Prop, that's not the answer. What's the name? What's the title of the show?
Unmesh life.
Let's unmesh life. That's
Yes.
right. You got it, Prop. You are in the running. You got the point. We appreciate you for being here. Please stay tuned to the end to see if you are our grand prize winner. All right? Okay, folks, hands down. We're going to kick it over to our illustrious tech specialist, who is also usually producing the background for us, but it is what it is. And our resident boots and safety keeper down in the background, RMT. Go ahead and let us know what's going on at the
Thank you. I'm also keeping track of the points, so that's actually interesting. I'm hearing an echo here. Let me just see. Oh, Propaganda Poet. I'm going to mute you and change spoken word. I'm going to mute you. Here we go. See, I'm doing my tech work here. Okay, so everybody's muted. All right. So I'm keeping track of the points. And by the way, so far we have 5 runners up. All of them have 1 point. Vale, Terry Rose, Schertzen, Gustav, Jane Spoken Word, and Propaganda Poet. So any of you or any of the others here in the Zoom room can still get to the trivia. Right, Rachel? We have plenty of more trivia questions. We're going to get to more, So, all right. So congratulations so far to everyone. All right. So I think I'm not going to do the raffle. Should I do the raffle next or the promos first? Co-hosts? I can't read lips, unfortunately. That's one skill I haven't learned yet. I'm sorry.
That's a P. Promos.
Okay, then let's do that. So as Ray Chain and Elemental mentioned, obviously this is the Monday night online open mic. We also do this on Thursday night online open mic. You can sign up 24 hours before on our ticket site, where you can get tickets for all in-person and online programs. And kudos to those who've noticed that I opened the ticket window a few minutes early yesterday evening. That was just to ensure that we get everybody in. I'm glad everyone signed up. Thank you again for all your support. All right, as you may remember, for those that we should make that a trivia question, by the way, but every Wednesday at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, we have the Wednesday night poetry slam, except for the first Wednesday of each month. That one instead is reserved for 8 p.m. Eastern Time Beatniks, which is taking place online via Zoom and our streaming platforms, which was a trivia question last week, by the way. You can see on the flyer this Wednesday, April 5th, hosted by La Brua, and she also curated it. And the features this Wednesday will be Edgar Emilio, Stephanie Pacheco, and Tony Blackman. So check us out at 8 p.m. online. And if you can make it into New York City, as Labru already mentioned, and we heard it, the women writing from Paul Skiff and many of you others on the first Wednesday of the month at 9 p.m. we have the Women's Orators Wednesday, also hosted by our executive director Labru. This is actually a flyer from a few months ago. I didn't have a chance to download the most recent flyer. It's the same information. Every first month, Wednesday of the month, 9 p.m. Tickets $15. You can either get them online in advance or at the door, or if you cannot attend, you can also stream it to watch it. The Zoom link will be $5 only. No performances online, but you can still watch. And as Labru mentioned, it's not just for women. We do invite our men as well to support. So come on out for this. National Poetry Month, Chasing Joy, writing workshop series. You can see we have 4 classes online, Thursday, 6 p.m. in Zoom, 3 hours before Ray Chain starts her online open mic. No excuse. You can come to both if you want to. We have this week AIM, next week Nico Diaz, on the 20th Vanessa Chica, and on April 27 Cap, aka Claudia. Come on, check out either one class or buy tickets for all of them. You will not regret. There will be lots of writing, lots of poems that you will get out of this workshop. All right, coming up next, I didn't forewarn you, but Paul, if Concasso, if you happen to be with us right now, unmute yourself. Yes, you are. So Paul, why don't you tell everyone? Hold on a second, Paul. Wasn't Voice and Vibes on a Saturday? So tell us, when is it happening this month? Who is featuring? What's going on? Tell us all about it, Paul.
So this month and every month moving forward, Voices and Vibes is the happy hour Friday version of Voices and Vibes. So we are moving to preempt the Friday Night Slam, which is the mothership of New York programming. If you have been in the city, if you have been to the brick and mortar. So we are occupying the space now. We begin multiple Fridays every month from now until renovation with Voices and Vibes, 6 p.m. Fridays, not the second Friday of every month, but the first, third, and then we'll update y'all. However, this is a special one. We are coming back with our own feature, Janique. We're gonna have our own mini games and contests with prizes. We're gonna have some drinks on deck, some drink specials, right? And honestly, you got to come through because if you have a karaoke or music adjacent poem, a poem sampling music, if you want to choose your own cover, your own karaoke song to do on the stage and sing however wonderfully or poorly in unison with everyone in the cafe, because there's no bad song, there's no bad singing in karaoke. Or if you want to come and sing your own independent track, right? Because it is also an independent music showcase. Voices and Vibes, a karaoke, an independent music showcase. Come see myself, co-producer RMT, and our hype engineer, Maddie Marroquin, as we hold things down under the direction of Caridad de la motherfucking Luz. Come and catch us. April for National Poetry Month, it is only $5, like all programming at the Nuyorican. And then if you want, stick around at 10 p.m. For the Friday Night Slam with Jive Poetic. It's only another $5. Throw it down. Come post up at the bar with me. I hope to see you all there. I love y'all. So much love from the bottom of my heart. I'm sending that out to Elemental, to Ray Jane, to you, Ron, to everybody on the team, to Nico, to La Bruja. It was 3 years ago that I stepped on the very first Thursday night online open mic with La Bruja, and I've never looked back since. I love y'all community. I love you, Poet Tribe. Thank y'all for supporting us and everything that we do. Peace, love, and poetry.
Thank you so much, Paul. Great promotion for this Friday. Yes, come on out. I do have to correct Paul. Not every program this month at the cafe will be $5. Only some special ones like Voices and Vibes, because we want you to come out. So this month we only have 2 Voices and Vibes on this Friday, the 7th and the 21st. We can have one on the 28th because there's another program going on, but starting in May, 3 Fridays, the 1st, 3rd and 4th of every month, Voices and Vibes. Buy your tickets in advance or at the door, and we love to see you there. So please come on out for this. Thank you again, Paul. Really appreciate it. All right. Also, I wanted to mention, we'll make sure, and I'm going to do chronological order. Next Wednesday, not this week, but next Wednesday, April 12th. So we do have the slam, but at 7 p.m. in the Bronx, Barrio BX, a new collaboration with the Nuyorican Poets Cafe, because as some of you may know, we will have to close the cafe either later this year or next year for a major reconstruction. You know, we have to get the building, you know, to make it modern. We have to put an elevator in. We're going to convert the one stage into two separate stages. So there's a lot of work going on. So Barrio BX will be one of these satellite locations where we will have programming in the near future. We had one last month. We're going to do another one this month, Wednesday, April 12th, 7 p.m. And look at the flyer in the Bronx. Barrio BX is in the Bronx on East Fremont Avenue, and featuring will be La Brua, you heard from her earlier, and Tabitha Adams. Tabitha is still one of the features there. Tabitha, I am so proud of you. If you're on the Bronx, everyone, you can go there. It's free admission. Just patronize the bar, get some drinks. You know, they have amazing food there. I went there last month. It is great. So check that out. Or you can be at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe. That's where I will be working at next Wednesday on April 12th at 8 p.m. is our next Wednesday night poetry slam. And that one will be guest hosted again by Jay Rose. She blessed our stage a week ago. She was an amazing guest host. She'll be back next week. If you feel like slamming, you know, you want to get your 3 minutes in, compete, go there. And the winner of this slam gets $20 and gets invited to the Friday night slam, which Paul Concasso mentioned will happen after Voices and Vibes on Friday. And that's it for my promotions, though. Cool. So thank you, everyone. I'm gonna stop the share. I don't even know. Yeah, I hope that did I share my screen?
I didn't.
See, I am going nuts though. So just imagine everything I said. Just visually imagine this though. I am so sorry. I'm going crazy. That's why I'm not the host. That's why I'm sorry though. But I'm gonna put the links all in the chat. Sorry about this. And oh, by the way, Rachel, next time just verbally shout at me like, Ron, we don't see the shows. Let's do it. It's okay.
Don't worry about it, Ron. Listen, you are talking to a bunch of active imaginations. Okay. You put the words out there. We got the images. Don't worry about it.
Well, and the good thing is at least everyone saw Paul then in this case, though, right? So I'm actually happy about it. So that was a good treat, though. So now everybody has to see Paul hosting his Voice and Vibes on Friday, though.
You know what? Whatever anybody didn't catch is very much an excuse to go to the Nuyorican.org to our full events calendar and check us out, man. Or follow any one of us. We got beautiful slides. I promise you. Just follow us. Okay.
That's right. When you plug into the IG, you'll find the QR code. You will find all of the beautiful slides that Ron was describing. All right, we didn't need the visuals. Ron, you do such a great job of highlighting every single thing. Shout out Fuego, Storm Gods in the building. Listen, that dude is incredible all the time. Make sure you are plugging into Voice and Vibes. It is a show. I guarantee it's a damn show. For real. That cat brings the house down.
Back in this list, man. I need the people. I need to hear their voices.
Yeah, let me introduce the next one though, and then I'll go back to you guys then. So I'm very honored to introduce our next performer, Eric Rosenbaum. He knows our previous host. I think it may be the first time he's meeting Elemental and Ray Chain. He is a great poet. He has been with me at the Yorkville and the Kingsbridge Libraries writing circles. We've gone to other in-person open mics in not just the Bronx, but also in Connecticut. We took the Metro North train all the way to Connecticut. You know, so it's amazing. I am so happy he's making, I believe it's his first time here, but he also confirmed to me he will be at Voices and Vibes this Friday evening. So Eric, welcome. Let everyone know where we may follow you, and then the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Ron. It's a big pleasure to be here for the first time. I figure since I'm a first timer, I should try to, not overstay my welcome. So I'm going to do 2 minutes, but what can you do in 2 minutes? Well, I remember when you go to the doctor's office, that's about 2 minutes. So I'm going to give you like the lowdown on my health. I'm sure you'll all be very interested. Name of the song is My Blood Pressure is Going Through the Roof. My blood pressure is going through the roof. That's what happens when you get long in the tooth. My cholesterol is no good. My kidneys ain't doing what they should. Don't even ask about my gut. Well, you could ask my butt. My libido's going fast. My flag is flying out half mast. As for my heart, everything's falling apart. Popping buckets full of pills, but nothing seems to cure my ills. My blood is thinner than Twiggy. My waist is bigger than Miss Piggy. My ears are ringing so loud, can't even hear myself singing. Hey, buddy, can you spare a tooth? I can't hardly chew, and that's the truth. Got no sense of smell, unless it stinks like hell. If I can't find my glasses, I can't tell heads from asses. Popping buckets full of pills, but I just cannot cure my ill. Got corns on toes on both my feet, not the kind you'd want to eat. My bones are breaking one by one. Getting old sure ain't no fun. I try to exercise, but I prefer to eat French fries. I try to meditate, but I can't concentrate, 'cause my blood pressure has gone right through the roof. That's what happened when I got long in. I'll smoke another cigarette just to prove I ain't dead yet.
Yes, Eric, thank you for serenading us with some harmonic loveliness. And welcome. We're so happy to meet you. And
I'm
you're
happy
so
to be
welcome.
here. Thank you all. My Instagram is mincedwords1.
That's right. I already stalked you. So I already
Thank you.
please
Thanks,
unmute
Brian.
you
Thanks,
now.
Adrian. And
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah.
No one
Well,
gets
such a
out without
delight.
making the
Oh my
blues.
gosh.
Like
Great.
stuff.
One
So
of
good
us.
to hear the harmonic
One of
section,
us.
Eric.
That's right. One of us.
I love how you said not dead yet. We're gonna keep going here, all of us, till they're gonna have to pry us away from the online open mic. So that was a great line, Eric, by the way. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
I can't praise the
Okay,
founders and have it being just.
I listen. That, in my opinion, is the blues. That
Yes.
that gave birth to poetry right there, right? Just as soon as that harmonica came into my eardrum, I was like, I'm done for. Because listen, that instrument, it reminds me of struggle. It reminds me of passion, right? It reminds me of focus, right? There are only few people in this world that really, really get down with a harmonica. Of course, we know Lil Stevie did his thing, still does his thing. But anyone who gets down on harmonica, I have so much respect for, right? And then he had the nerve to do poetry. I'm telling y'all, that's the blues, baby. Oh, man. Make sure you come back, Eric Rosenbaum. That was bomb. That was bomb. Eric Rosenbaum. Indeed. 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 In case you didn't know what all that means, that just means that you completely fucked up, because you need to be here every Monday or Thursday that you find yourself available. Come through and rock with the crew.
That's right. We want you. That's all that means.
That was heavy. That was heavy. That was heavy. All right. Let's keep it going. I see Great Scott just slipped in the building, right? Real quick, shout out a couple more folks. I see Emily Swenson is in the building. Jaden Tatum is in the building. Griffin Gaskins, Austin Manning, Ron Bremner is in the building. Landon Dreyer, Emma Stillman, Carolyn Boyd, Jacob McLean, Lindsay Zimbro, and Danielle Piazza. Listen, appreciate all of y'all for being here, right? These folks are not on the list, but they are here rocking out with us. Thank you for all of your energy. Really, really. We hope that we hear from you soon. Keep rocking out with us, right? We are in year 3 and we are going to continue moving. All right, coming up next, right? I'm glad this poet was able to come through, a newer member of our community. Listen, I love her background, right? And listen, folks who know me know that I'm about that background life, all right? But I love this one, and I can't wait to ask her about it. Maybe not tonight, but I can't wait to ask her about this background that she has. The one and only Sunaina Paul is back in the building. Please unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you and connect with your work. It's always great to rock out with you. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you. Today's a little emotional day for me. My aunt is in surgery as we speak. So I've been on and off, but thank you for calling on me again. The background is actually a very clever way to hide the mess that is behind me. My toddlers make a big mess. So that this is actually, it's a Sindhi art form made of block printing, which I love. And it's called Ajrak, and it's so beautiful. And I had a dress with this material, so I got this done. I'm reading a small poem called Choti, which means younger sister. And this poem is it is just what wanted to come out today. Choti, laden with boxes, messages, and stories. Choti will be visiting. House is cleaned, lamps are lit, aroma from the stove shimmers in the air. Heart whirls with joy. Eager, impatient eyes measure the road. The mind doesn't weigh the burden of the night. Been 3 years, work sent us here in this foreign land. My son has started to walk, but not met his aunt. Funny how life is. Wonder if we will meet again. After this time, she might get married soon. We will take her to the lake, the town, the park. She might like the market, but not the bus ride. I wish I could be like her, without responsibilities or care. I read the letter again and again and again. Memories of joy swirl in my head. Sleep won't embrace me tonight. Thank you. And a big, big thank you and congratulations for completing 3 years. It's such a big thing.
Thank you. The only reason why we can do that is because of beautiful artists like yourself. And we're also holding space with you and sending you healing energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
For your loved one, right? Y'all make sure y'all unmute yourselves and just cover her in love, please.
Yes. Here comes the
love.
love.
Love
Here
is
comes
awesome.
more love.
And health is
Family,
all
thank you for
yours,
being
yo.
with
Love
us.
and health.
Here
Love
comes
and
more
health.
For being
love.
with us today.
Beautiful.
Wonderful job. Great work.
Oh my God, the love keeps coming.
That's right.
All the healing vibes to the family, all the healing vibes to keep you grounded and thankful for each and every moment that you get. Thank you, Sunaina, for coming through and sharing your family and your experience with us. We truly appreciate you. And the explanation for the background.
Yes.
I love it. I really, it's so soaked in culture, right? And I think that so many people kind of move away from those things. But the fact that you're, whatever you're, hiding, listen, babies are going to do what babies do, right? And this is why moms run the world. Listen, just like, oh no, my babies are just doing their thing, but this is my space. So this is what you see. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that with us. Truly appreciate you.
Information in the chat so we can follow you. Follow you. That would be great.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next, this poet, I love when this poet comes through, right? I haven't heard from this poet in a while, though. Really. Where did they go? Hold on. Where did you go? I know your brim stays so low that we can't see your eyes, but I know that you're in this building this evening. There they are. You see what I'm saying? This one right here, right? Because this poet right here stays so on it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know where we at. I'm just making sure they in the building, right? The one and only Marsha Rivera is here. Haven't heard from Marsha Rivera in too long. Come on, Marsha. Come to the stage and let them know what it really is. Take it away.
You're too kind. Peace and blessings. Thank you to the poets before me. Without further ado, this one's called Within. Unspoken words never to be heard, nor mentioned to another sentence added to blend, blind or unheard, lead me to this, gotta be free from the self-imprisonment that was intended for me, to do a life sentence against me, gotta break free, it always will try to haunt me, yet I'm redeemed. Flesh is but a moment, the heart thick, a verse that holds emotions known and unknown, good, bad, one moment held tight, just to remind what love once felt like. Love of divine light takes time, work you see while the journey, people, places, things, situations, thoughts of the dark side, the pain, the hurt, the tears, to wipe as you cry like a child of you, the memories that no one takes, perception of self, so many relentlessly, secretly unknown delight, and can attempt to endanger your soul, slow you down, play destruction just to throw you off your game, self-reflection and the path you meant to take, knowledge of self and life's journey from the womb to be birthed, back around to death made new, release from the flesh, another birth, evolving, an evolution of you ascended beyond this place, the story written that veni, da vi, da she, I came, I saw, I conquered, let's get it, B, let's go, breathe, the breath of life divine, let it be upon thee. Thank you.
Oh, you better say that. You better say that, Brooklyn. I see you under that hat. You can't hide from us. You know we're going to find you so we can love on you. And speaking of that, please unmute yourselves and give Marsha back that same energy for that beautiful.
That was amazing.
Yes,
That was so powerful,
Brooklyn.
Marsha.
Yes,
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes,
One, two,
We missed you too.
you made Brooklyn look real good just now.
Yes.
She may be hiding under that hat, but her poetry speaks volumes. So sorry, we hear you, Marsha.
RMT said that shit.
Oh, didn't he though, prop? Didn't he? We heard that shit. We heard that. Listen, we love when Marsha Rivera comes through. Don't be a stranger. Appreciate you for rocking out on the 3rd anniversary with us. I told y'all, this is why we're here. This is what we do. All these incredible voices, all these incredible people continue to come and rock with us week after week, month after month, year after year. Coming up next, Ray, take it away.
No, the list is crazy right now. I just want to take a second to let y'all know y'all are all tremendous artists in your own right, and we are honored just to be here looking cute between each one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even really doing nothing but looking cute. But anyway, the next person up is another mainstay of our communities, right? Heather Archibald finds herself wherever she is welcome and able and willing and ready to bring us some words that lift us, and also creating spaces and opportunities for us all, right? To sharpen this craft, to have features on other platforms, including, right, her own platform, Creative NYC, right? So I'm gonna let her tell you about that on herself. Heather, it's a pleasure to know you, to hear you, and I'm just so excited for everybody else to have their chance. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ray Jane. I love you too. And it's not my platform. It's something that fell into my hand because it was going under and my hands were open. I know that somebody else will take it on at some point. I am in St. Kitts, and where I moved just before the pandemic. And at some point, I came in 2019, but I traveled back and came here in April of 21. And the poem I'm going to read, I'm going to read just part of it. It's a poem that I wrote. That's the only time I've done a 30-30 business. And, I did it. I may have not done 30, but, anyway. And this reminded me of the fact that we are celebrating coming out, well, sort of out of the lockdown that the pandemic, and in St. Kitts, a lockdown was a real lockdown. Police were on the street. So I was quarantined in a hotel that I had known as a child, as a young person. Anyway, so it's called In the Time of Quarantine, and I'm only going to read 2 verses. I'm going to try to read them quickly. The huge almond tree is still there, each year weathering storms and the constant spume of the sea, not to mention the assault of rocks tossed by children through the years in their anxious hunt for fruit. There's a beautiful stonework I do not remember from 40 years ago, a winding pool, a view of the ocean, the sea which curls up in front of my mother's door further down the bay, where my home is. Sea that I can smell and touch at will. Not even that almond tree will keep me here for long. Thank you.
Beautiful visuals. Thank you, Heather. And shout out to St. Kitts. Yes. Please unmute yourselves and give Heather some love.
Hey, Heather.
That was
Thank
a
you.
lovely
Thank
Heather.
you.
That was a lovely
So
trip.
wonderful to
nice to
see your
hear
beautiful
you.
face
St.
again.
Kitts.
Thank you
It's been a
so
while.
much.
It's been a while.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you. I've been here before, but thanks.
Say hi to Mom.
It's good to be here.
I am really asking myself a very, very serious question right now, and that is, why have I never heard this poet? Why have I never heard this incredible woman do what she just did to my brain right there? I don't appreciate that, ma'am. But you will hear from me again. Thank you for coming through and sharing your incredible work with us, and just being a part of our community, really, and plugging in with the squad. Really, Storm Force season is making landfall in so many different ways. So thank you. Make sure you are not a stranger. Okay, Ray, please, coming up next.
Ooh, I see the next person, but I feel like we already had this person come up, and that was Emily. I know we heard from Emily.
Oh, absolutely, we did. Absolutely. So actually, okay, that was my mistake. I sent you the pre-list before the after list. So coming up next would be, I don't believe I see this person in the building though, unless I'm missing it. Is Jonathan Lieberman in the building? I don't think so. All right. So, so now we're going to get to another new voice. All right. I experienced this person's work, I believe, on Friday for the first time at the Open Minds Open Mic. Shout out Thomas and Catalyst. This poet is so uniquely them. I look forward to hearing what they have. Again, I've just been introduced to their work, but they are pretty damn amazing. Kit Tay is in the building. The Poetic Cat is here. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you. Welcome to our online community. It is great to see you here. Please take it away.
Hey, thank you for having me here. I'll keep it short and sweet for the beginning, but my Instagram is my name on here. So Kite, the Poetic Cat. Slavery still exists in the form of human trafficking, in prisons that set people up to repeat a continuous cycle, in the mind, where some feel trapped and confined, in the form of a 9-to-5, where some feel they're obligated to punch a clock in order to get some money to survive, in the government, where we are forced to deal with the consequences of the people who are put in power. I'm not for either side because, newsflash, both wings belong to the same bird. You think any of these already wealthy politicians give 2 fucks about the lower and middle class? Heh, that makes me want to laugh. It's about what they can do to make it better for them. It's not for us. If it were for society, by now we would see a major difference. But we still have ongoing crisis, war, political thieves and liars, poverty, mental illness on the rise with facilities that don't truly care about their patients' lives, inflation that is steadily growing out of control, environmental destruction, the government getting involved in women's sexual health and reproduction, restricting birth control and abortion, people murdered daily, some by our own police that are here for our safety, homeless people littered all over the streets, addiction on the rise, the crime rate continuously getting high off the citizens' dime, false arrests, petty arrests, wrongful convictions, the blood of it all smeared over the word America. A broken system is all I see. What I want is unity. Shouldn't the people who represent the majority in this country be the ones representing? I'm not saying rich people don't donate, but politicians are money hungry with greed running through their veins, while the ones who want to enact change get shut down in the most fucked up ways. That's the end of, I'm at 2 minutes. I'm done.
Listen, Kitty,
I wasn't done. But I was in 2 minutes. So
dig a deal. Come on.
Listen. I got one thing to say. One of us. All I got to say is one of us. That's it. And I'm gonna let the rest of the people tell you what they got to say to you. Go ahead and unmute and let them know what it is.
Yeah, machine gun funk.
Wait till you get
warming it up. I got feeling.
You heard that? You hear him?
Don't even
So
slow down.
amazing.
I just found it fucked up that like I had went a little bit slower. So like I lost that time and I was like, the people who want to enact change get shut down in the most fucked up ways. And then I was like, fuck, I'm over 2 minutes.
That's money. That's called money, right? That's easy. Your hand up
That
after
was
the
funny.
jump shot goes in. That's what that is. Don't even worry about that.
The end. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Listen. This is why we love spaces like this, because we get a chance to hear new voices. And on the 3rd anniversary, we are hearing brand new voices. Can you believe that, Ray?
I'm telling you, and very much on that New York tip. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this, fuck that. That ain't right. This ain't right. This is the truth. What? That's
right.
That's the thing, right? The truth. Okay. Please come back. You done messed up.
All the way up. Okay. All the way up. Find yourself here as often as completely and humanly possible. Appreciate you for coming through. All right, coming up next. Listen, this poet, another newer mainstay of our community, has come through and really just, put her stamp on what she does. She said, oh, she's only a 20-something poet, but her work just continues to grow and prosper and blossom into some amazing things you're about to witness. The one and only Jackson is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know how they can connect with you online. Take it away. Great to see you.
I'm so good to be here. So I'll put my hand in the chat. I am 20-something poet. Let me just write it out. And I am on Instagram and TikTok. Okay. So I wrote a couple poems and just related to being that it's the 3-year anniversary and just what poetry means to me. So I wrote this one very recently. It's the first time I'm performing it, and it's called I Am a Poet. I am a poet, and that's taken some time for me to say, because when I first began to write and speak through poems, I didn't feel like this space was made for me. You see, growing up, I was taught that poetry only exists in the literature with a set structure and form, but my soul wanted to roam free and full expression and of authenticity. So it was not until years later that I claimed the identity that I do am a poet, even if I do not conform to how poetry to be. Poetry to me is the love language of the soul. It's our way of communicating our deepest thoughts and pain and making art out of rain. Poetry is an ever-flowing stream that can take a multitude of directions, always find its place back home. And then the next poem I have for you is Poetry is Like Therapy. Poetry is like therapy. I can speak my mind without the fear of being judged. I can say what I want to say without the constant back and forth of negative self-talk. I can spout all aspects of my life, even those that I may be afraid to confront. Poetry is like therapy because I can release the emotions that have burdened me all of my life, and I can give it an outlet to shine bright. I can take the pain and turn it to beauty. I can turn a blank canvas into a piece of artwork. Poetry is like therapy because I can resurrect into the person that I was always meant to become and allow others the space to become who they were always to be. Thank you all.
Hell yeah, Jacqueline. You
Hell yeah, dude.
damn right, you a poet. You damn right. And not only are you a poet, you a Nuyorican poet. Okay? Welcome. And one of us. Please unmute yourself and let Jacqueline know where she at.
Nice job, Jacqueline.
Thank you for sharing that with us, you beautiful, beautiful soul.
Therapy.
Love
Give
you,
it up.
Jacqueline.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Thank you for that.
Oh, my goodness, y'all. My goodness, y'all. Listen, again, this is why we've been here for the past 3 years, and we will continue going so many years into the future. Thanks to, listen, they just said, right there, 20-something poet. 20-something. Listen, how many years are we going to be doing this and hearing this poet grow and mature and inspire the next generation come through? Appreciate you, Jacqueline, for coming through. Coming up next, folks. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Ray. Come on. Tell them about this next poet.
Listen, this is one of our nearest and dearest members of our community. Been here since the jump. Here, there, and everywhere. Sometimes we call them books because they got books on top of books. Okay?
Books on books.
So dope, they made their own form of poetry called the panku. And if you want to know some more about what a panku is and how to be dope enough to come up with your own shit, what you could do is open those ears and prepare yourself for none other than Zer ES_Strauss, also known as Deadpan Lizzie. Y'all get it together. Y'all get your energy up. Please unmute yourself, Lizzie, and welcome back.
Come on, Deadpan.
Come on.
Many blessings to you, Ray, Jane, E, RMT, and our Nuyorican family and community. I can't believe I've been blessed to be a part of this community for 2.5 years. It saved my life. So much has happened in the last 2.5 years. I became a spoken word artist because of the Monday night online open mic in 2021, and have many books published, as they said. And I'm gonna read the poem I actually read the first time I ever performed on a Monday night online open mic, which was not in one of my books at the time, but now is Inner Visions. National Poetry Month, support a poet, get our books. This is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's called Inner Visions with my full government name, Elizabeth Sophia Strauss. And I'm going to read Keeping the Lighting Contained. Catching lightning in a bottle twice. 99% would say impossible. 1% know otherwise. They say you cannot have your heart broken more than once. Wandering the mean streets, walking all over the pieces of broken hearts, repeatedly shattered. 99% of the souls unsure if the pieces will reattach. 1% know they will, falling in love all over again. Getting your heart broken again, step and repeat. Catching lightning in a bottle twice, not impossible. Keeping the lightning contained, impossible. That's from my prose collection, Inner Visions with Telltale Poetry. They are wonderful. And for National Poetry Month, I'm coming to Charlotte, North Carolina, April 27th, 29th. So if anyone wants to come to the open mics or meet me or get one of my books, let me know and I'll bring some signed stuff for y'all. It's a beautiful community. Thank you for having me, and many blessings.
Yes, this is why we call Zer Books. Okay, you see on the books that you have today? Come on now, please unmute yourselves and give that fan Lizzie some love.
Yes.
Good job, Lizzie.
Thank you, fam. Great y'all. Thank you.
Go ahead,
Thank you.
Lizzie.
Thank you.
Right.
Nobody
Love
beanies
books.
quite like
Go ahead
you.
with that,
Forget to
Mom.
buy it.
Thank you, Prop. Love your beanie too. Thank you.
And then they have the nerve to be a dope ass realtor.
Okay.
Like, are you kidding me? Like this our community is really just branched into so many different things, right? We are like, again, there's lots of superheroes in here. We are mild-mannered citizens by day, doctors, lawyers, and realtors by night. All right, folks, learn about this community. They are incredible.
So Clark
For real.
Clarkitas. Okay.
Oh.
We'll kick it over to Ron though, because I know some of y'all still here trying to get these prizes. Okay. So if you could pull a name for us, actually pull us two, so we could get some of these prizes off.
Let's do that so that way we can get some more trivia questions, because we still have a grand prize, So we have remaining raffle prizes. We already gave away the Voices and Vibes tickets, and now we have remaining the beautiful Nuyorican Poets Cafe shirt, which Ray Chain is sporting, or the hat, the Nuyorican Poets Cafe hat, which Gustav is sporting, or in which I am shuffling your names. So I already took out Cece's name because he won the tickets. So I'm going to pull our first name. Let me see. This is oh my God, Sharika Cole. I think she's coming up like
Okay. CP
Sharika.
Baby and the Queen Black Swan. That's dope. Unmute both of them. What prize would y'all prefer up in here? Come on.
What is the prize? Hello, everyone.
All right,
is that the prize?
Either a t-shirt or a hat. What's it gonna be?
Oh man, I want that t-shirt all day long. I want that t-shirt, please.
All right, you will get that, Sharika. Congratulations. I will contact you offline to ship it to you in what size. So congratulations. Yay.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I never win anything.
Until today, Sharika. Until today.
I love it.
Next person, Ron. Who's gonna be?
Last raffle prize giveaway, but again, this is not we're still having trivia, but for the raffle. Oh wow! Okay. Did you see it?
Yes.
As if you needed a landmark to show you or tell you that you're one of us. Now you have one.
Katie, congratulations. You will get the hat. I will contact you to ship that to you. Congratulations.
Lamo. It doesn't get much better than this, right? Two of the newer members of our community end up with gear that they can support us in all of the parts of the world. That is just amazing. That's just incredible.
We just sprinkling these blessings, you know what I'm saying? Oh, but Elemental, I heard the last prize, which is the grand prize, is still on the table for these trivia questions. I think it's time to tell the people what it is, so they can stick around,
So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. The grand prize of the evening is gonna be something that we're gonna bring to Monday nights. The last Monday night of the month is gonna be Feature Monday. We are gonna have a feature every last Friday of the month. So the winner of this
Monday.
grand prize.
Monday. You said Friday, right? Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Monday. The last Monday of the month is gonna be featured. So the winner of this evening is going to be featured in one of the feature sets coming up very soon. So make sure you're plugged in.
Just saying, I told y'all I want this too, so y'all better be ready with this trivia, okay? But in the meantime, we're gonna get back in this list, okay? Who's up next, Elemental?
All right, coming up next, This gentleman continues to come through. I keep saying this cat must be part blacksmith. Listen, his book just dropped. Listen, this cat, I was at his feature this Friday at Open Minds. It was incredible. The Magus has his book already in the screen. The one and only Daniel Fernandez is in the building. Listen, make sure you're plugging in with this cat. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know where they can find you, Daniel, and your incredible book. Take it away, man. Always good to see you.
I just put all the info on the chat. For today, I want to say thank you for inviting me to the group to be here every Mondays and Thursdays, being part of a wonderful community. And this is my first time actually joining the anniversary, and love it. But this is actually my last Monday for a while. My poem will explain, and it's been an honor. So for my poem, it's Hustle to Make It. And I actually just made it yesterday, so it's brand new shit. The more poems I have, the worse my situation gets. Life keeps giving me food too difficult to digest. I can't sleep anymore to refresh. I move until I can't, wondering how much I'll collect. I won't be doing open mics on Mondays. My new job kind of took that away. This will be my last. Don't ignore it like a survey. Let me paint you my week so that it's displayed. My schedule will begin at the end of this week. It's a 4-day obligation with an interesting technique. 10 hours from 6 p.m. to 5 a.m. That doesn't include a 2-hour drive to them. Let me start on Saturday. The morning I'll be asleep because that's the way. By noon, I'm up and eat before I get dressed. Relax and get ready before 4 p.m. I'm out because driving is next. Out to New York to Rock Tavern. Same deal for Sunday, exactly the same pattern. When I leave at 5 a.m. on Monday morning, I have to drive to job 1 before the Eagles are soaring. Once I leave job 1, I have to drive back and neglect my tired eyes as a warning. Do what I do, although the task is kind of boring. Same deal through Thursday. At 5, leave one job and on to the next. I lose my 2 days of sleep, but fuck it, as long as I can collect. That's my 4 extra days of work. The rest of the week is normal, but I need to be on high alert. Well, I hustle to make it. I don't have a choice or else I'm behind on my payments. Just smile and deal with life as I test my patience, as I move back and forth like a real estate agent. I understand the risk of sleep and illness. I'm already mentally fucked up in between business. I can pray and ask God for forgiveness, but in the end, I'm responsible for my wellness. I just don't have a choice. When I relax, bankruptcy tends to make noise. I know the damage you'll give and let my credit be destroyed. Being responsible, you do your best, but there's always something you can't avoid. I love poetry, and I'm risking that too. Just gotta keep moving like the sole of a shoe. I hustle to make it. At times, things are past due. 80,000 in debt, what else am I gonna do? That's a car, a loan when my investments were great. When the bear market started, I realized the mistake. Can't back down, so what now? Just deal with life as I move between towns. I hope things will look better because I can't take the pressure. Depressed and tired, I can't even open up to pleasure. Numbers look good, I assumed I was clever. Made hell of a profit until I didn't, however. I did what I could. Things went south and I made a book. Family became a priority and health wasn't good. I maintained what I was capable of and lost my foot. Not literally, but you get what I mean. I fell into darkness and throwing my soul into coming clean. Sorry, everyone, but I have to. Give me time and hopefully I'll return soon. Thank you.
Man, Daniel, listen. No need to apologize for living your life, for surviving, for making it happen for you and your family. That's all we ever want for you is your best, right?
Ever.
We'll always, always, always have a space here, right? We got stuff popping off every day of the week. It's okay.
Every day. Come on, man.
Right? You can always be welcome, right? Right, Elemental?
Absolutely. Oh, and don't think we just gonna let you off the hook. We understand that you got to work, but you know you'll still see us lurking and bugging the hell out of you and say, hey, how about Thursday?
Yeah. Thursday I'll join. I'll make time for Thursday.
Y'all all heard that, right?
Yeah.
Verbal contract here. Now y'all unmute yourselves and make sure Daniel knows that he's loved tremendously so he can take that with him to work. Okay?
Let him know.
Thank you.
Good luck, Daniel. You have a
Much
great
love, So Daniel.
day.
loved, Daniel. Good luck to you. We will miss you.
You got that.
How many people remember Daniel's first time here? Man, he came in. He came in with his naked soul and he put his shit down on the line. And Daniel, you got some mad love that swept up underneath you that brought you from that day to this day.
Mhm.
You're an example of poetry saves lives. So you don't let yourself down. You can let everyone else down, but don't you fucking let yourself
That's
down. You
so
got
true.
that?
So
I'm
true.
not
You
crying.
are
That's
young.
you.
Thank you so
You are
much.
You're
young.
crying, CC. That's not me, man.
So true,
That's
You are
CC.
young.
So true.
That's you.
So
Daniel,
true,
you are
CC.
young and you found the gift when you thought you had nothing. And
Mhm.
that you don't ever forget that. You're young. You are so fucking young, man. When you're 30, I know people that don't even start till they're 50.
Mhm.
So don't even give up.
Tell him,
That's
CC.
Thank
my
you.
bitch.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
giving you shit. You got that, boy?
Come on, right? Giving
That's
up game on a Monday night, baby. Listen, this is why I love our community. Come back in, Ray. This is why I love our community, right? Like we said, free 99, baby. Where can you get this kind of game, this level of game for free 99? Come on, man. Pull up, pull a cup, maybe two.
I'm passing around a collection plate for that one, CC.
Oh,
Okay, just put the money in and pass it along.
Sprinkle me, man, for real. Like, yo, this is, I'm telling y'all, greatest community in the world. What do you think about what CC said, Ray?
Listen, all facts, as they say from where I'm from, big facts. All right, he's letting you know what it is, encouraging you, making sure you know what's most important is you and your health and your wealth. And that's all the rest of us care about. That's all we praying for. That's why we buying your book. That's why we bigging you up and tagging you every 5 seconds, because we believe in you, right? And if we didn't, we'd move right on to the next person and say, well, thanks for coming and we'll see you around. We done.
Okay, thanks for coming out. Nah, man. You won't get nothing but love here, right? And not just from the two of us. You're gonna get it from every single one of these folks who follow you, every single one of these folks who like your posts or who share your stories or who buy your book, man. Believe it. You are plugged into the greatest community in the world, man. I don't know if you know that. So again, whether you on Monday or Thursday, make sure you stay plugged in with our community, for real.
Once we got you, that's it. I'm sorry.
It's over. I don't know if you know that, but it's over for you, son. For real. All right. So coming up next, this next poet, just you know, half of this next poet group just won our raffle just a second ago. But this, see, you saying like he's like, ah, damn it, you had to say something. Yeah, I had to mention her because she's on the shout out Black Swan in the building. Listen, this next poet, a newer member of our community, has come and just burned it the hell down. And I continue to say, let the church say, God damn, the one and only CP Mays is in the building. Come on, man. You know what it is. Shout out Black Swan over his shoulder. Listen, if they do anything like I heard last time, y'all ain't ready. Take it away, y'all.
Word. Thank y'all for I don't know.
Everything.
Everything.
Hey, yo, thank you for
Yeah.
everything.
Like for the kid from the Marine Corps with a cracked halo, like nights, Tuesdays and Mondays and Thursdays are like duct tape. You know what I'm saying? To like piece the shit together so I can keep moving until somebody cracks that bitch again. So thank y'all for having me. I got a poem. It's called My Family Tree Stumps. Granite, planet, gravel, gospel, rooted in gunshot ghettos. Brain stems, no seeds. Dilapidated was the day of the month I was born in. My family raised cocaine and able for profits, the second coming of God's, coming in second waves of a 7-day high on the 1st and 15th of every month. I can still smell the stench of a 38 snub-nosed revolver in my urine. When my mother's water broke, it smelled like slumlord gutters past due rent, busted veins, broken leases, and pawn shop tickets. Murders brought the family together more than any Easter Sunday ever could by heartbeats. are knocking on the door of a bomb scare, and I should be scared that I'm not. I should be scared that the truth and facts sometimes get sleepy and feel the need to lie down for rest. I should be scared that in 2004, my grandfather died not knowing how to read or write. My family tree is as ugly as a misunderstanding an egotistical God won't quite admit to. Our caskets are fashioned out of petrified shoulda, coulda, woulda, woulds. Our branches are off their trunks. Our pulse pumps pulp produced and push passion out of our skin as if it was sheets of paper riddled in tattooed ink, skeleton bones, fracture, funny bones. For doubt's never been a beautiful joke jotted down in my family trees, fine print, using revelations.
I'm in the fight.
Adds an updated resume.
And you said
Lucifer became a highly trained lumberjack using Christ as a chainsaw to keep cutting my family tree.
save me,
Way too short. Thank you, New York.
save me.
I ain't got nothing to say. Nope, nope, nope. Y'all said it all. Please unmute yourselves and make some ridiculous, crazy noise for these two tremendous artists, poets, creators singing to you and poetrying at your ass. Please unmute yourselves and give them some love.
Can I get a gun?
Holy
Hey,
shit.
what?
Damn.
Angela, like step back. Angela, like step back.
Goddamn. Alabama,
Made my night.
Texas.
Great talent.
I don't give a goddamn what state you say. It's a goddamn on the end of that shit when you hear that. Yeah. I told y'all. Damn. I told y'all. Let the church say, let the choir say, God damn.
Where's the collection plate? I need collection plate money. I got rent due. Rent's coming up. I need collection plate money.
Coming around. It's coming around.
There you go. The plate's out. The plate's out.
You know, and I also wanted to say, you know, usually on Mondays we have collaborations. And I was like, damn, free anniversary, no collaboration. And here we get one within the same Zoom box. You know, I mean, you guys, that was so powerful. Thank you, Sharika and CP.
They got words for people like you.
Perfect. It's wonderful.
And when you listen to it, if you stand back, the singing came through, and not perfectly, but it didn't get stopped out like the song. Check that, maybe the box or whatever. But that's an ad. He would take that shit on the road. I'm telling you.
Listen, I will yell at them for y'all.
Okay.
I actually know that cat. I will yell at him. Listen, I done told y'all about doing that shit. All right. Listen, y'all, that shit is not okay for y'all to come through and just blow people away with that kind of shit and leave the mic smoking. You know what time it is? Do you know, like,
Y'all know how hot this damn mic is? Okay.
Listen, this is, but honestly, listen, straight up, this is what the founders created this platform for. So we can have people, no matter where on this planet we reside, to come and share the absolute joy that we share in this poetry, with this energy, with this passion, with this level of dedication, right? This is why we're here. This is why we've been doing it for 3 years. And we will continue to do just that. Damn. Listen, like if we ever felt the founders smiling on us, today is that day, y'all. Today is that day. Thank you. Today is that day. And we will continue in that spirit of incredible human beings that do this. Ray, please introduce our next poet.
Listen, I'm still recovering over here. You asking for? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. And I gotta be with y'all for the next. Let me get myself together. Let me get my energy right. My energy on the. Let me pick my energy up. Let me get up.
Okay, straighten it up. You know what I mean?
Stand myself with this offering basket. Okay, it serves several purposes. I'm just saying. Okay. And why, you ask, for the next artist that, if nothing else, comes here and brings us the entirety of his energy. In fact, it's got its own name. It's called Augusto. That's right. That's right. It's called Augusto, okay? And the Magus, Gustav, a beloved member of this community, is about to throw some fire in the middle of your chest, and you're not even gonna know what to do with yourself. You're just gonna lay down. You're just gonna lay down, okay? So we're gonna
lay it down soft on them.
I'm slow, because it's coming, and we love you, Gustav. Just in case you didn't know that, all right? Please unmute your mic and get your ears and spirits ready. Get your energy up, right? If you away, if you in the bed, at least put a leg up, put a limb up, put something up, okay? The Magus, please unmute yourself and welcome back, my brother. Do your thing.
So.
Love right back at you, Ray Jane, Elemental, and my beloved poets. This is the first poem I ever did at the Monday night online open mic. This is the Gaian Epiphany. I've just had an epiphany. It's all become clear like cut glass crystal from Tiffany, that all of this, all we see, we're an organism, interplanetary. God, we're Gaia, we're chaos born. We're not some womb from which we're torn, but rather we're one single entity, one world of infinite diversity. E pluribus unum is one way to put it. And until you see it, your third eye's hooded from the beauty of this revelation, for you must see the implication. Sex, race, religion, these are artificial memes. And by dividing, we've conquered our own higher dreams of evolving into the Gaia mind. Or you're willfully choosing to be blind? Then you devolve to become what you believe. Outside this whole as you perceive, a parasite on this earth, our host, you always hurt what you love the most. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost are patriarchy's highest toast, and monotheism's predicted a disaster. But our destiny we can master, and our higher minds illuminate that ours is Gaia's fate. And the tree of life you must not kill. Love and do what thou will. As above, so below. Love your mother. Let it grow, let it grow, let it grow, let it grow. And this, my friends, is Into the Lion's Den. I find myself fighting again. My weapons are paper and pen. I'm a lion come out of my den. I'm who, what, where, why, and when, defying their prophecies with contrarian philosophies. I got the best tactics. You best get back, bitch. So spare me the drama. I smoke blunt force trauma. Avoid the death spiral. As worldwide I go viral. My thoughts so rewarding. Ain't no waterboarding the truth out of me. I spit it for free. Thank you. Happy anniversary, everyone.
Yeah.
Love you all.
Oh yeah, Gustav, we love you. Spit that shit for free, okay?
You ain't got to pay me, baby. I spit that shit for free.
Please unmute yourselves and give him back that Gustav.
Body bags, man.
Love you, Gustav.
Without the box.
Body bags.
Sir.
Wow.
Without you.
Nice.
Hi, Gustav.
Yes, more fire.
August 2nd, Puff Puff
More
Poems, New
fire.
Jersey. Yeah.
What an opener.
Is that a feature that we just heard? Is that a feature?
So August 2nd, Tuesday, August 2nd, Tuesday, August 1st, Gustav and I will be double featuring in Red Hook, New Jersey at Puff Puff Poems. So y'all, the weekend after Governor's Island, you should come check us out in Jersey, Red Hook, New Jersey.
That sounds like a whole box.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm trying to talk Billy Tuggle into being there too.
I don't know if y'all are really understanding what's happening here, right? Gustav lives in one state.
Florida.
Prime lives in another state. Billy Tuggle
California.
lives in another state. And they're all trying to converge on New York.
Different
This
coasts.
is
Coasts. Not just
because of Monday night online poetry.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's just beginning. Come on.
Of course, of course. Listen, I've said this for a long time, and I realized this for a long time. The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is a mecca of poetry, right? There have been some of the most powerful voices in our craft that have come through and called the Nuyorican Poets Cafe home. It is nothing for people around the world to come and rock with us. And all y'all are doing is just making the founders that much more happy by proving that they were right, that this space needed to happen. And we will continue to make sure it does. All right. We are down to the last 5 poets, folks. Thank you for rocking out with us. All right. We know that listen, there's still a couple of trivia questions left. So hold on, because I do want to see somebody get this feature. I'm looking forward to seeing who definitely gets it. All right. Coming up next, I mentioned superheroes earlier. This person was also the answer to one of our questions. Again, I call this person the daughter of Krypton because they have so many powers and they do so much good for so many people. A member of the Storm Force, of course, the one and only Finn Bell is in the building. Unmute yourself. Let the folks know how they can connect with all the incredible things that you do.
Thank you so much,
Always great to see.
Elemental. I love you all, my chosen poetry family. Happy 3rd anniversary. You can find me, excuse me, on Instagram, Finn_Bell. New poem. This is called Sea Air. It will be your sleeping face that stirs my passion. Still, I will temper what craves in seaweed movement, sleek, hidden away. I anticipate our time of awakening. I would like to feign the slumber a minute longer. I would like to pretend at first my eyelids toppled, half-moon crescents, your senses igniting, your body's conscious. A torrent washes over us, laps at my toes, overwhelms my still burrowed face. I separate our swimming forms. Can a mere human hand divide the return of the tide from the ocean into which it nestles? You muttered unintelligible dreams last night, wrangled the sun to singe my skin, and the moon of me curved and moaned and hastened her 8 phases. We do not sink into the whirlpool forming between our love-welded bodies, prizing us apart to sample and savor our dark desires' depths. We summon the skies to our aid. He cries and rumbles in response. I cannot deny us the tight-lipped oyster, the obscure pregnant telltale in her curved shell, the secretive pearl at her core. I am fiendish as I hoard her. She is the one who holds our fervent invocation, unthing, to ward away the far, toward the far away, toward far world away, remain ashore. I will be sentinel, the sirens chant, their tails tunneling the way to Fathom's cellar. I will hold you back from answering their call. I am the lighthouse and you are the shipwreck. My voice carries through the heavy curtain nights, diverts you. You reach for me to touch the twin flames about on tip of my breasts. Anticipate the honed, frantic entry into these harbors, your safety. It is here at long last you recognize home. I'm not going to finish it because I know I flubbered and used up my 2 minutes, but thank you so much, guys. Happy anniversary.
Finn, let me tell you something. You couldn't fuck this up if you wanted to.
Oh.
Okay? Because we love you anyway. You didn't really have to say nothing. You could have just been pretty for 2 minutes. But the words, they came through anyway, right? We love you anyway. You're powerful any fucking way, okay? Please unmute yourself and let Finn know that we fuck with it anyway, okay? Unmute yourself.
Love you,
Go
Finn.
wrong indeed.
That
is the love.
We just gonna replace the needle. Okay. Come on.
Every good song got a remix.
Great.
Thank you.
Listen, I love our community and all that we do, right? And how encouraging, right? And just connected we are. Thank you, y'all. Really. Shout out to Daughter of Krypton. again, like I said, I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Everybody Hates Chris, right? When he scratched the James Brown record, bad business. However, song still plays. It's still fantastic. Appreciate you. All right, coming up next, I got a chance to hear this cat the first time on Thursday, right? You've heard his voice throughout the evening. I know the host you said that about me, but listen, I have coined this cat the 10th member of the Woo because his voice just continues to cut through all Woo, all day. The one and only James Brown in the building. Come through, Woo, come through. Let them know how to connect with you, bruh. Do it.
Yo, I'm still underground, so you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gonna hear me here. Yo, why can't I can't hear nothing you saying?
I'm bugging out on JSW. That's a dope ass line, JSW. Call him Woo Brown. Let's go, Woo Brown. Come on.
All right, so this one is called Toxic Black Man. I'm about to rattle the cage a little bit, so just beware. The fuck is you scared of? The big toxic black man? I'm horror walking, misfortune stalking. I'm crude, I'm rude, and all I think about is bitches nude. I'm from a shitty gene pool, similar to what your dad had. Beautiful black woman, my melanin broke. But you're angry, abused, used, but you're woke. So no matter how hurtful or untrue, only you are forgiven for atrocity spoke. See, I'm only supposed to give and not feel, unless it's for you and the hardships you sail through. I don't deserve peace. Who am I to understand? I ain't nothing but a toxic black man. Pops wasn't around, so mommy married me, gave me everything except pussy and unconditional love. With facts like these, I understand how neutral is the man above. It's no hate though. I also understand that we reap what our forefathers sowed. They left us with little respect and delusions of control. Hey ho, use your mouth like our circumstances and blow. Toxic unification. Sex is the only beautification. Oh, imagine all the ugly babies that we won't be raising. Victims with no education turn into predators practicing self-eradication. Toxic black man, a man of no nation, forced to follow orders with little explanation. Toxic black man, only look for fashion when in the mirror is self-facing. We burn bridges we didn't even know we had. Opportunity squandered because nobody showed us how to act. Nigga, we down bad. Count how many turnbacks as you would attempt to navigate through dark tracks. Our vices now become the lamps. Nigga, we are the dark suns. Artificial illumination could possibly ruin a healthy nation. The niggas with my color skin. It's sad when you watch a black boy's glint and his eyes go dim. A woeful him. They become the toxic black men. Mommy made bad choices and we must pay for them. Broken little boys in the bodies of men. Mommy, our hormones don't align. All of your mannerisms and thought processes conflict with mine. By nature's jurisdiction, we are of a different mind. To my own light, please don't make me blind.
James Brown reincarnated and danced all over that damn thing. Okay, go on. Don't spit it out. Don't you do it. Please unmute yourselves and give James some love. That was wonderful.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, what?
That was really powerful, James. Thank you for bringing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's powerful words.
Listen, that dude came all the way through with it and it stayed locked in with it. Appreciate you, Woo, for doing what you do. Hell yeah, come through with that toxic shit. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Last three, folks. Coming up next, this cat, I say, is cool as the other side of the pillow. Always fresh with it. I'm telling you.
Hola.
Oh, Hope. See what happens? This is why I have a co-host right here, because she said, no, you're supposed to take a left, not a right. Take it away.
Because the people deserve their gifts, okay? And we promised them some gifts, all right? And some of them gotta go to work tomorrow. So we're gonna make sure we keep our promise to you, all right? We're gonna get into these last few trivia questions so we can figure out who's finna win this grand prize.
Yeah, baby.
We gonna do it. So let me share the screen right now. We're gonna get into at least 2 of these questions, and then RMT is gonna let us know if anybody won. And if they haven't, then we are going to get into a tiebreaker. Because somebody gotta win this thing.
Oh, somebody gonna win. Somebody gonna win, right? We are definitely gonna see a feature at some point. All right, we definitely gonna get it. So let's get to this trivia. Come on, y'all.
That's right. You've seen this brother in the Zoom already, okay? He is gonna have a feature on August 3rd with the Magus in New Jersey, right? In addition to being a great writer and poet, Propaganda Poet also is a teacher, a songwriter, and a musician. Which one of the following is not one of his other stage or band studio names? Is it A, Changeling Studios? Is it B, Beowulf? Is it C, The Bearded Poet? Or is it D, Oso Lobo? So, I see Terry as the first one. Am I right in my vision element?
Well, and the funny thing is, Propaganda Poet actually raised his hand first, but then once he realized, so he graciously lowered his hand. So Terry is the one that came after him. You're right.
Oh man, we appreciate you for being righteous, Propaganda. All right, please unmute yourself, Terry. Give it a shot.
I know this one. No, he's not known as the Bearded Poet.
Yes, that's right.
Absolutely.
I think that brings Terry to 2 points. I think that's right.
Right now, she is our leader with 2 points. Yes.
Terry is the one to beat. So we're gonna get into another. Okay, we're not getting back to the list. Just kidding. The Cafe's hybrid karaoke after party 2022 is when it started. And in-person Voices and Vibes, now changed to that in 2023, hosted by Paul Conqueso, was inspired and created after which of the following online karaoke programs? Is it A, the Lower East Side's Sing-a-Song Party? Now you know that sounds crazy. Is it B, Finn's Loose Lip Sync Karaoke Ships? Is it C, Marissa Prada's Happy Karaoke Nights? Or is it D, RMT's Let's Have Some Singing Fun? Who is number 1 for us, friends? Can y'all let me know who it is?
Listen, I think they have their, they got the frequency. Terry Rose Jertson comes in first again.
Terry really wants this. Please unmute yourself, Terry. Don't be put down though, friend. She's got to get it right to get the point, right? All right, unmute yourself. Say your thing.
I think it's Finn's Loose Lip Sync Karaoke Ships.
All right, is that right, folks?
That is indeed correct.
Hey.
Pull it away.
Oh snap! What does that bring Terry to 3?
That brings Terry to, I just want to double check because I know we're all honest. Propaganda Poet, you had your hand raised first, but then you lowered it. Was that purposely and then you let Terry, or did you accidentally?
That was a total accident.
Damn.
Oh.
But she got it. She got it.
Okay.
I don't know, folks. So are we going to give them some more trivia to try to win and beat Terry? Or
I think we should do more, like, so at least 1 or 2 more questions. Maybe we'll do 1 more open mic, or I know we have 2 or 3 more, and then more trivia, okay?
Perfect. Let's jump back into the list. Y'all hold tight. Remember, y'all got to get in this game to win the game, okay? So let's get back into the list for a few, and then we're going to get to this winner, all right?
Hey, got to be in it to win it. Look, y'all, we are down to the last 3 poets of the evening. We truly appreciate y'all for hanging out as long as you have. Listen, again, I mentioned next poet, cool as the other side of the pillow, in person and on the Zoom, always ready, with some incredible work. Listen, this dude does this. If you ever catch him in person, you will see exactly what I mean. The one and only Samuel Raines, aka Complicated Passions. Let the folks know where they can find you, brother. Do it, man. You know what it is.
Okay, you can find me in Los Angeles. I've had my dinner, and tonight I'm going to be drinking this. Wait a minute. Let's get it in there. There we go. As soon as I finish this poem. I am an emotional creature, and this is the 3rd year anniversary, so I'm about to murder this, even though I'm not the feature. My pen, I'm about to share the moments you need to give in a whisper. So I'll be loving you like a blind man would do. Every line curves too while painting my imagination. You see, I close my eyes when I hold you, my wanting embrace discovering the goddess of my temptation. Let me caress you in anticipation of your desire. Know this, as I trace you to wet, picture this silhouette, matching every part of you, like the wind finger painting my affection, your body becoming my canvas, from thought to perfection, as I love the skin you're in. Now, you can call me what you want, but love me like you're insane. Don't water down your affections. Give it to me like you want these directions. Let me set the fire inside of you. Now, imagine what I'm going to do. Feel me, touch me, tease me just a little. Let me in deep. I'm that complicated freak out to get it. Embrace my dare. Let me hit this right here. You're that number 9, zodiac sign, Sagittarius. Thank you.
Oh, you still murdered it. You still murdered it, even though you were not the feature. And yes, jam, get into that wine, honey.
Yes.
Right?
Indeed.
So, and give Samuel Raines some love for that.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Complicated passion.
You need to check out a Mike and
Passion.
Dim Lights in LA, sir. Check out a Mike and Dim Lights in LA.
Oh, yeah. I've been there. I'll definitely
on.
check it out.
Right on.
So, but I will be in New York City. I can't give a date yet, but it'll be with the Graybeards. And we come into, like someone said last week, I can't repeat what they said because I can't say that. And but we will be there doing our thing.
Awesome.
All right.
Yo,
Peace.
shout out the Graybeards. Listen, if you're not familiar with the Graybeards really, really go down. It is quite it's we have a few resident Graybeards in our community. Make sure you're plugging in with them. They put on an incredible show. All right. Last couple poets, y'all. These next two we've mentioned a couple of times. We've had a chance to kind of talk about these two next cats. First up, I mentioned him because he's been doing this longer than some of us have been writing poetry. He has a book to chronicle his time in this space. And again, I mean, he's just like the poet in black in the building this evening. I'm telling you, like Johnny Cash in here. The one and only CC Arshagra is here. And we are here for all that you're going to bring on this 3rd anniversary, CC. Great to see you. Great to hear you. Take it away.
Well, the give is in all the receive. I've actually have low ball guesstimate that I did it out the door and back 1,500 open mics in 10 years. I was addicted to this shit. I believed how important this was. And we're talking 92 to 02 range kind of a thing. That's just those years and all kinds of opens. And I got handed a card where I felt it was a responsibility to write 3 chapbooks, which 20 years later is here together with 3 essays in the back. So what I'm going to do for the anniversary is I'm going to pull a little something out of each of these 3 essays. One is about Scared Sacred, 20 years later, what I thought. The other one is Death of an Ego. The opening paragraph reads like a poem. And then there's a little something I'll kick from the 3rd, and I think I can pull it off pretty quick. Inside Scared Sacred's essay, it says here, Public exposure before the mirror of honesty may frighten your own soul's wholeness. It takes courage to leave the familiarity of the fears that made us real. Still, each breath enters and leaves the creative choice. The sole subtext of these efforts is not so easily lived or shared. Every fall may equal every rise may equal every fall. Each moment lost to ever return at the open microphone may become wed to a moment found, never being lonely no matter how soul alone you are. Although this life work project is written in the context of poets and poems, it is not limited to poetry or the many open microphone formats that make up the venues of literature, music, comedy, storytelling, etc. It is You Are Here Now. That's from Scared Sacred, from Death of an Ego. It says, death, ego and death, esteem and worth, exposure and belonging, inclusive and exclusive, rank, privilege, and being one among humans, the victims and the victimized cycling, the oppressors and the oppressed on the same wheel of living systems, we the people and the voiceless, the open microphone. In the last one, from What Manner of Character, it says here, the open microphone and the arts and humanities offer a critical threshold for free thinking. The living exposure of the open microphone permits us to overcome dualism. It is paramount to understand how exercising our truths embrace the art of every moment and the inevitability we might be wrong. We are free to become characters who contribute to humanity. And in those essays, there's little excerpts, and with this one is from one of the poems. And the last thing I'll say is, nobody respected death and at least expected the same in return. This book is not about me. I stopped writing for 20 years because this mattered that much to me. So I got a lot of publishing to do and writing to do. But I needed to know if I was wasting my life. And 20 years later, I put it out and it's mad love. So I hope somehow or another that gets in all your hands. Thank you.
Thank you, CC, and thank you for showing us what longevity, right, and creativity looks like. Please unmute yourselves and make sure you give it up for CC, showing us how to do this thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, CC.
Well done.
For that.
Thank you.
Oh, this dude, I told y'all, man, like, listen, the 1,500 open mics, right? Y'all heard him say that. 1,500 open mics, right? 1,500 open mics, right? I mean, not every poet doesn't even have 1,500 poems in their arsenal yet. And this cat has been to 1,500 open mics. Man, that is a road worth traveling and worth hearing the tales of. Thank you, CC. Make sure you get your hands on CC's book. All right, rounding out the evening is a gentleman who we also mentioned, right? Who also has on a pretty fly piece of apparel, I might say. This gentleman will teach you something inside and outside of his classroom, right? He is he's Lobo. But he is a cat who I love to call propaganda poet. My brother, listen, I'm so glad that we can end the night with this cat because he is okay. Like somebody give this dude a show. The only cat that I've ever seen play drums and recite poetry at the same time. Listen, if you don't know about prop, get yourself ready. Come on, prop.
I might go a little over 2 minutes. I apologize ahead of time. But I'm just gonna say
we don't give a damn, prop. Give it to us.
Get it.
Give it to us.
You know it.
I just can't even express how much of an honor it is to be closing out the 3rd year anniversary. Because in 2020, instead of killing myself, I found Monday night open mic poetry. And now I have 2 books. I'm teaching in San Diego, and I'll be featured in a few places out there on Saturday of the Governor's Island Poetry Festival. I will be at the White Horse stage at 2 p.m. on Saturday, featuring with K.R. Morrison and Matthew. I am totally high. I'm forgetting his name right now, and I'm sorry. I know you guys know him. I'm also featuring with them at Poetry in the Port in New Jersey on Saturday, August 5th. And then, as mentioned earlier, on Tuesday, August 4th, I'll be double featuring with Gustav Salas at Red Hook, New Jersey. And none of that would be happening. None of that would be happening if it weren't for Monday Night Poetry. And I just want to thank you for letting me find my life back. So with that being said, I have 2 short poems and a micro. The first one was written at the Nuyorican Poets Cafe during a writing workshop with La Bruja. This is called Sixth Sense for Bullshit. I once heard a super bruja shiro say, I can see shady, seedy shysters in a single glance and leave them no chance as I inhale the clouds and breathe lightning. La Bruja said that. And it was then that I did recognize that I cannot change the skies by merely questioning why, but I may be able to find a new way of playing with the sun. Beam some bright directly into this light. Resist the gravity weighing down our reality, imploding the elements within ourselves, aiming to elevate our inner powers to contemplate. So perhaps we should not hesitate humanizing each other instead of villainizing the other. Inner visions of inner peace bringing wisdom to our decisions. La Bruja lightning once again exhaled in storms. If we could just learn to love ourselves to the level of who we are, love ourselves like we should love our own children. And this next piece was written on an online word shop with the one and only Advocate. Miss you, brother. Anyway, so this is called Open Letter to the Curriculum Committee from the Ethnic Studies Task Force, which I wrote like the week after Advocate and La Bruja featured for us on an online program for Miramar College. So it's kind of influenced by both of them. Open Letter to the Curriculum Committee from the Ethnic Studies Task Force. Why must you try to define that which is divine? Your narrow vision feels like patriarchal prison, policies politely gutting, leaving us leftovers. To normalize is to colonize, downsized and canonized just to comply or deny your worst fears are creativity being weaponized. Well, try this definition on for size. Our lives you cannot define. We are not your bottom line. We are not just checks in your white guilt box. We are here for truth and freedom unlocked. So will the real higher education please stand up? They're hoarding knowledge in college and selling it to the highest bidder. This is the bitter truth, cutting off the youth to any possibility of doing anything other than just scraping to survive, preventing the possibility of actually living until they die. And this is all by design. This system is full of it. All these red flags that say if you don't play our way, then good luck ever having a say in how this all goes down the drain. I grow ever so tired of trying to explain how this pain is created. This architect's insatiable need to feed all 7 of their own deadly sins can never be sated with all the hatred that they actually created, while they scream about it all just being fake or trying to convince us all that it's just innate or we're just all ingrates who just don't know how to appreciate it. Well, I'm here to thank you all, my global poetry family, for showing me that it is never too late. We can unlock all the knowledge we want, and it can all be for free. They do not have the only key. Street knowledge and spoken word college are always in session, where we can learn the most important lessons in our collective poetry slam sessions, where we can manifest all the best inventions with very real intention of teaching and learning from each other, each and every sister, each and every brother, so that maybe we can finally find a way to make a real attempt to fix this shit. And maybe even move forward together. Balance rarely occurs on the first try. And then just a micro, this is called Monday Night Open Mic Saved My Life. Every time I spill my sunshine, you bring flowers to my darkness. In a world that is far too ugly, far too often, your beauty keeps me alive. Thank you for encouraging my behavior. Thank you for letting me go last. What an honor. Thank you. 2 years ago, I showed up, and the 1 year anniversary was 2 weeks after that, and I just never looked back, and it's all y'all's fault. So thank you.
Yeah.
You damn right it's my fault. I'll take all of that. You damn right it's my fault. And I will continue to encourage all of your behavior. Prop. Listen, I know this cat, and what he said is not just lip service. I want y'all to know that. I have shared a space with this gentleman, and what he says is true. And as I've said before, a lot of the members of our community could make a very similar claim, if not the exact same claim. All right. This is truly an empowering community. It is one that will continue to be open to new voices and will help you grow and cultivate any level of poetry that you find yourself with today. Prop, thank you for being a valued member, for plugging in, for choosing life and poetry and sharing it with us. We love you, truly.
Said that. Let everybody else say it. Unmute yourselves and give propaganda the love he deserves.
Big love. Big love. Bigger love.
Pop,
Love there is.
love you, Prop.
Please
Love
do.
your
Love
love
you.
your style.
Love Prop too.
Love your
Love Changeling. We love all
Always
your
spit
kids.
love your words
Love,
and
love,
style.
love.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being.
Yes, CC.
Right. And like his shirt says, I agree.
Bam.
Prop, yes, you are poetry for real. You are the reason that so many of us come through. We get out of bed and we are continuously passionate about what we do because we know that there are people who are still truly connected to the spirit of poetry. Thank you, Prop, for real. Make sure you're plugging in a Prop, man. I tell you, he teach you something inside and outside of the classroom. All right.
Great hug.
Go, Ray, please.
Thank you, Ray, for hosting. Thank you, Elemental, for hosting. Thank you, Ron, for everything.
It's our pleasure.
I already have one of the best jobs in the building because I get to host y'all, every Monday night. But this week, I had the pleasure of hosting with Ray Jane. Listen, I know y'all ready to get up out of here, but we still got one more piece of business. Ray.
Somebody got to win. So we're going to give y'all 2 more chances to win. Because right now, somebody winning. It's not a lot of y'all. It's only one of y'all that's winning. But we want you in the game. We want you to have a chance, right? And we promised you that we would give you a chance.
Yes.
So, can only do that if we get 2 more questions. And boom.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Listen, here it is. All right. Last couple of questions. Let's see who gets it. Come on, y'all.
The Nuyorican Poets Cafe is located in New York City's Lower East Side. Which of the following Manhattan neighborhoods has not historically been considered within or isn't currently part of the Lower East Side? Is it A, the East Village? Is it B, Bowery? Is it C, Alphabet City? Or is it D, Greenwich Village? I see Jane's got her hand. Jane, is Jane the first?
I see.
She is, and she happens to be from the east side, I believe so, right? So Jane, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Greenwich Village.
Got it, Jane. That's right, Jane. You are still in the runnings to be America's top poet. No, I'm just kidding. But you did get that point, Jane. Thank you for jumping in and giving it a try. We got one more coming down the pike. All right, another bonus. The Nuyorican poets hail from all over the globe. Which country is home to our beloved visual / poetic
Oh, Japan.
Poetac? And be careful if you say the answer and somebody else gets it, there's your answer gone. A, Italy. B, Brazil. C, Japan. Or D, Malaysia. Was Roz the first person to put their hand up? Was that right?
Well, that was a kind of a snafu. We didn't have chance to lower everyone's hands. Some of you just kept your hands up and running it. So I guess we're gonna have to. It's our fault. I'm sorry, Rospel. Go ahead. What do you think is the answer?
I'm gonna go with C.
And you would be correct, Roz.
Absolutely, the genius from Japan, the one and only Poet Talk. Shout out Poet Talk, man. We got a chance to hear from that cat on Thursday. Incredible poet. If you don't know Poet Talk, make sure you plug in.
Good work.
That's it. And we have reached the end of our game. So we got to figure out who won. I think some of y'all probably.
Grand prize.
Yeah, so let me tell you, with 1 point each, we had Vale, Gustav, Propaganda Poet, and Rospel. Thank you again for playing. With 2 points, Jane Spoken Word. Also, congrats. Thank you for playing. But ahead of everyone, 3 points. You know the answer, Ray, Jane, and Elemental. Who is it?
Teresa.
1/3 of the Jersey Trinity, Terry Rose Johnson.
Unmute yourselves and give Terry some love.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Terry.
karaoke wife.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Yeah, Terry, congratulations. A feature.
So now you
Right.
have won
Great
both the
prize.
golden ticket and the feature.
I know, right?
Hey, come on, Rob. Right. Shout out the history major in the building for real. He's absolutely right. At one point in time, Terry Rose Jerson did win a golden ticket to where she was able to plug in on any night that she was, that she chose. And now here we come full circle. She has won a spot as one of the first features of Monday night feature sets. It is going to be a great night, Terry. We will reach out to you soon. We will work out the details. It is going to be fantastic. Listen, to every poet who touched the microphone this evening, it has truly just been our pleasure to share this evening, these past 2 days, celebrating this 3rd anniversary. Right.
Absolutely. It is an honor and a privilege, right, to create and help to maintain this space that's been handed to us. You have been handed to us. And it's been just a joy to hold you, to support you, to lift you, to encourage you, to embarrass the hell out of you when you do some fly ass shit for these last 3 years. And we are hopeful to keep this thing going for many, many years to come. The Nuyo has made it to 50 years.
Yes.
Okay? So that means, as Propaganda said, it is never too late. Right? Just like CC let y'all know how long ago he wrote that book, how long ago he was in them open mics, and his poetry still, it remains in the blood. So let it circulate in you, okay? And every opportunity you get to shine, don't question yourself or why you've been given the opportunity. Just step into it and know that you got a whole community of people, right? The rest of your life, you might not have nobody else rooting for you. But here in this community, you got pages of people from all over the world who are rooting for you. So if you need somewhere to be, to know that you belong somewhere and you deserve a space, right? To say your words because they matter, please find yourself here. Monday night online, every 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday, every Monday, right? Or Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Either the circus or the therapy, baby. You just come on and get you some of it. That's all we saying. That's all we really saying.
It goes around. It goes around, whether Monday or Thursday. Listen, the Storm Force is going to be here. Listen, just like the collection plate, baby, it's going to come around. It's going to come around again. All right. Make sure you are plugging in with the squad, all the incredible hosts. for the online and the brick and mortar. Listen, like I said, it is truly our pleasure to be here this evening. I know that y'all didn't get a chance to hear from us. However, you will, right, in the coming weeks, we will jump in and show up so y'all can make sure you hear from us as well. Because listen, it's a part of us too, right? Even though you guys didn't hear, get a chance to hear our poetry, it is truly a part of who we are, right? We have poems already ready to rip, right? But we, want to make sure that you folks are heard because we are here for you. Every single Monday, every single Thursday, we will continue to keep these doors open. We will continue to keep these lights on to make sure you know that you are valued. Your voice is always necessary in this space. I'm telling you.
Oh, and please unmute your mics and give a loud round of applause to the man who has been making sure on Mondays and Thursdays y'all are safe on Mondays and Thursdays. You know where the hell you stand on the list on Mondays and Thursdays and Sundays and Wednesdays that you get a freaking chance to be here. And that is none other than Ron Mark Thompson. We're going to give you a moment and some glory right now. Please unmute yourself and give it up for Ron.
Give it up for
We love you, Ron.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Ron.
Ron, for inviting me tonight.
Awesome, Ron. Love the techies. Love to the techies.
Love to the tech. Give the drummer some.
Thank you, guys. We love you all.
Techie some.
What a beautiful
Mission control.
Okay.
Thank you.
I love our community, y'all. This is what I love about our community, y'all. This is what I truly love about our community, man, because we share the love all the way around for every single person that's a member, right? And I really, truly couldn't thank y'all enough for all that you do, for keeping us in your weekly routine. Really, it makes a difference for us too, Ray.
Absolutely. This love is here for you. I always say don't leave it behind, man, because ain't nobody giving you nothing for free out here. We know that. Listen to the words that you all spoke. That's true. Nothing is given to you for free outside of this space. This love is for you. It's free, right? It's abundant. It's overflowing. It's righteous. It's real. We don't got to be here. You don't got to be here. Y'all could be chilling. You could be in your bed. You could be in your bed. But you chose to be in this space with these creators, these open hearts, because there's something in you that's bigger than even you know. And we're just honored to watch it flourish and blossom before our eyes. And if y'all keep giving me the mic, I'm just going to love on you all night long, okay?
Look, this is what we do, all right? I believe that, we have officially become gardeners, right? And we will continue to water the seeds that you folks plant in our community, right? We will continue to nourish this I don't know what you want to call it. Is it a jungle? Is it a forest? Is it just, a garden of Eden of sorts? Like, we are truly incredible people who do incredible things. And I need y'all to remember that going forward, right? Just like I believe the founders wanted to make sure that this generation of poets knew exactly how powerful it is to do what we do. I will remind you of that. Please stay focused, stay dedicated.
CC said it best. What you gonna call it? Home. Call it what it is. HOME. I think we did it. I think we did it. I think the 3-year joint went swimmingly. I think we celebrated. Look at everybody in the box. It's almost midnight and everybody still got, depending on what coach you want.
It couldn't have gone more swimmingly if Aquaman was the host. Okay. Listen, it was absolutely amazing in the building. Listen, like I said, from every person, from the jump off to the closer, y'all are amazing. All right. I believe that this evening we're going to end it the way that Ray ends on Thursday. I want to make sure that everyone in here, shout out MNOOM for hanging out with us. Also, everyone, I said Grace Scott was in the building. Just unmute everyone. We are going to end it in about a 10-second countdown. I want everyone's voice to be heard this evening, everyone's energy to be felt and heard. Thank y'all. Thank y'all, everyone. Ray, please.
Yo, Elemental, I got a question before we end. Is there any way we can end with good night, sweet poets? Because I feel like that's the right way to end.
Listen,
I think I just backed it. If y'all know it, let's unmute. Let's do this. Let's unmute.
We did this once.
Right?
We did this once. I'm all for it. Listen, I'm all for it. Right? The main stage know how it went the first time. Listen, if y'all know it, y'all know it. If you don't know it, learn it. All right. This is a tradition that's been going on from the original host. Shout out Words with a Z, poetic license. Listen, this was how it went. All right. So if you know it, jump in. If not, learn it. I got you, Ray. All right, y'all. Boom. Boom. Look at the tech. Look, I told y'all the super tech. Listen, I told y'all what he does, right? Now you all have it. Keep it in your life, right? This is what helped us get through so many things in our lives. So we're gonna unmute everybody, right? I love y'all all. Really, I can't wait to see y'all next Thursday, next Monday. You know what it is, right?
I'm gonna count to 3. All right, I'm gonna give us a little help. Okay, we go try and get it together. We try to do things in unison with all the mics, so it don't go great, but we gonna do it together. All right, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3. After 3, we're gonna start. Okay.
After 3.
Y'all good? Everybody with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Good night.
Night, sweet poets.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you
what you
for
read.
sharing what you read. Good night, sweet poet.
Night.
Thank you
Thank you
for
for
taking the
taking
time to listen.
Good
Good
night.
night,
sweet
poet.
poet.
May your dreams be as imaginative as
Good
tonight's
night,
poem. Good night, sweet
Sweet
poet,
poet.
for inviting the spirit of Miguel
Miguel
Algarin
Algarin
into
Algarin
spend the
to your
Monday night online.
Spend the Monday night online
Mike
legendary
hosted by the
lovely Ray Jane
Elemental
Karina
the end of the community tonight.
hosted
Goodbye.
Elemental Ray
So would like to say good night, sweet poet.
On behalf of the community tonight, Red would like to say good night.
I've ever been a part of.
Poets.
Y'all are amazing.
Oh my God.
I love y'all so much, man. Y'all are amazing.
This is amazing.
See y'all next week.
Thank you, family. Love you.
Love y'all. Happy 3rd anniversary, y'all.
Love and poetry, y'all.
Oh my
Thank you so much.
Such a fantastic.
Year number 3.